a man, no, 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 because you have already spoken. So I'm speaking now. If I want a man, I can have a man. I can have 10 men if I want them. But it's my choice not to, because why?
Yes, why?
I am picky.
Okay, what are
I
you
am
picking
picky.
for? What is the man that you want? The
But
man
that's
that
not,
you're
no,
looking
because that's
for.
going way off. That's something else.
So what
Rose,
I'm saying is the man that you're looking for is a rare
Let
dude,
let
so
Rose
rare that
let
you don't have them.
no.
let
Nature
Rose grab
boy,
it,
you
y'all.
spoke. Go ahead,
Let Rose.
Rose.
All love. Let yeah, all love, y'all. We doing great.
Rose, we can't hear you.
I
You on
mute your
mute,
mic,
sis.
bro.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to give him the floor. All right. So, I had to take down some notes just so I could stay on track because a lot was said. Um,
Oh,
so I, so the what I have right here is the nature of a human being is his preference as a man. So a man can choose whether he wants to be monogamous or whether he wants to be polygamous. I think what you're blending into one is the idea of a king and his kingdom and him having multiple women, right? That's I think that's the idea that you're blending into it. So if he's a king, he has a kingdom, he has multiple women, he's going to procreate the land and he's going to make sure that his seed is populating the earth so that his kingdom will stem from him, right? Okay, but then you have gods and goddesses where there is only two entities. You have male and female, period. And then they create more life. So if you have a god, if you're dealing with a god and a goddess is only two beings and they create more life within each other. That's the two differences. Okay, boom. I also said that not every man can mentally and emotionally deal with multiple women. It has nothing to do with him being an alpha male or a beta male. Some men just love who they love and they want to care for who they want to care for. And if he wants to put all his energy and overstand, understand, and understand one woman, that is his choice and his preference. Now, if you have the energy to deal with multiple women, that's you. That's your preference. But every man is not the same. And it doesn't negate how manly of a man he is. And it doesn't negate how alpha male he is. It doesn't make him a beta by any means. Because he can still
Absolutely, it
take care
doesn't.
of his family and still he can still take care of his family and the generations to come. My grandfather did it.
Betas
No,
can
my
take care of their
grandfather didn't do it.
family.
My grandfather had multiple women. I come from a family of polygamy where my grandmother knew about the other women and they lived in their own quarters and they did what they did. My mother has 22 brothers and sisters. So I fully understand what you're trying what you're saying. You feel what I'm saying? I understand what you're saying. But it's still a preference.
Not
So women are
preference.
taught, you said something about women are being taught to um are not taught to share. I believe that women are taught to share, but we're also taught to be self-conscious about ourselves. And the reason why I say that is um, we are conditioned to be insecure because society has used male creation or artificial creations to turn our men's head. It's now to the point where our men are brainwashed to believe that stretch marks and breasts that hang lower than another woman's is now unattractive. Or if a woman may have more facial hair than another woman, they say that she's not a woman. She has more masculine tendencies when that's not the case. Because at the end of the day, we are still mammal and we still grow hair, right? But we're taught to believe that that is not the epitome of a woman. And so it makes a woman more insecure about herself and causes her to now want to hold on to that one particular thing that is giving her that love. That is also a childhood trauma. And it also stems back for generational curses and generational traumas. It has nothing to do with a woman not learning or not knowing how to share. Because if she's confident in herself and she's confident in who she is, she can share her man with 20 other women and know within herself that she is still different from the rest of the women, and he will still show her the love that he's going to show her because she cares about herself, and it forces him to care about her as well. What were
Y'all
you going to
going
say, Native?
y'all going in. No, we all getting it. We feeding people. We giving them different type of plates. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm listening.
yeah, no. It's different type of plates. It's all good stuff. Hey,
We love that.
I'm a I'm gonna drop down real quick. Like I said, it's all up to this conversation. It's not my type of conversation. I usually just sit back and chill, listen. I'm gonna say a few things and I'm gonna dip out and all up to you. years. Sister, you got a tough name. Nature Boy Rose.
I have a
Nathaniel,
tough name.
it's tough for me. I ain't that
It's
smart.
tough for me too. I still don't know how to
Yeah,
say it.
Just say KK.
Kanuki.
Kanuki. I'm gonna try to
Kanuki.
remember it. Um, I always want to. When I came on this app, I'm always trying to uplift my women, um, much as I can. Um, my mans have been uplifted for a long time, but I'm here to help uplift my ladies all the time. I'm not trying to get people to jump on bandwagon. It's just because I watched my wife and I watched my sister and them when they went through pregnancy and all that stuff. They don't get enough credit for that. It's because it's just we talk about we I gotta put credit towards that creation part. Is that they y'all a man gets stress marks from eating steak and Doritos, but a woman gets stress marks from bringing your punk ass in the world. A woman gets stress marks from bringing your ass in the world, but a man gets stress marks from eating bullshit. She is like the referee. You see them stripes? It's like a referee on a basketball court. She was calling the shots while you was in the room. She was teaching you while she was in the room. She was that damn. She has the stripes. So I'm here just to always. I'm for my brothers, but I want to bring up that part. Right? Is that I watched the lady watch what she had to eat. Her favorite food she had to say no to. God damn it, that's hard to do. She had to watch what she picked up. She had to watch what she put in her hair. She had to watch what she put on her fingernails. She had to also had to worry about, was you cheating on her because my feet is swelling, my nose is swelling. Do you think I'm pretty? You know what I mean? She had to watch how the position she laid in the bed. A man don't know how that feel unless he get injured for building a house for her. She had to lay on her side for all that time
Nine
Or
while
come
we
up
months.
here.
got to rotate and lay on our back, lay on our stomach, and we forgot that she was going through heartburn. She had to not take medication. How does it feel not to take medication, man? Sometimes where these dudes don't and throwing up to bring your lightness in here to keep pushing on
Mm.
your generation because
Hey,
she's the
Star. Come,
generator that
come speak.
she, you know what I mean? And is that I always want to tell y'all ladies, shout out to y'all. I appreciate what y'all did for us because y'all sacrificed y'all's life to give life. I
Mm.
know that y'all had a. I know that we are here to we hold a higher power too, but I also want to say shout out to y'all and that I watched y'all cry and not be able to always worried about if I left the house was I going to cheat on you because it felt so ugly because you was
Yeah,
swelling
tap your screen.
and
Nature
and
boy,
we
tap
didn't
your screen.
and we accidentally didn't say you was pretty enough, so they created companies to say I'll teach you how to get pretty. Because I didn't tell you it's pretty enough, you looked at them commercials and said, I'm going to go pay to get pretty because you don't say it enough. So I apologize, So let me just go ahead. I'll drop down.
And I'm gonna
That
have to
was
say
beautiful,
I'm
Native.
gonna,
It's
I
making me
agree. I
emotional.
definitely agree.
Man,
Whew.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. My grandmother gave me my first piano. That's why I got in love with the keyboard. My mom taught me how to sing, so I want to just give a big props to all the mothers and the
Hey,
grandmothers out
Star. Are
there.
you still in the room, A Star?
all
Oh,
all the mothers and grandmothers
Uh,
out there that's enduring the troubles of education and teaching us about who we are and where we come from so we can know where we're going. Again, big shout out to all the mothers out there. A lot of our men say, oh, we about to have a baby. Nah, nigga, she about to have a baby. She gonna be sitting there pushing that baby out while you drinking Kool-Aid, eating popcorn on the chair. So
but that's what she's meant to do.
absolutely, you got it.
That's who she is. That's what she was born to do. I mean, that's what we look like. I feel like y'all never give men credit.
mm.
Y'all always give women credit, yo. Y'all always say like y'all, and there's nothing wrong with giving women credit, but a lot of the women don't get held responsible for nothing that they actually do that's wrong. Straight
Can
up.
I can
And
can I
and like
interrupt
we
real
need to
quick?
bring some back. Whoa, come on, man. I waited to talk, yo. You gonna interrupt me?
I'm
Can I
asking if I
talk?
could interrupt.
Can I talk though? Can I finish talking? Because I wanted to interrupt.
Sure.
I took some notes about what you were saying. Feel me?
I just wanted to just
So at the
bask
end of the
in the
day, it's like
acknowledgement
we
of the
don't. I
woman for
feel
a
like
moment.
we don't hold a lot of our women responsible for the things that they do wrong, and we are very hard on our men. And at the end of the day, it's like yo, we always give credit to the woman. What credit do we give to the men ever? You know what I'm saying? Like ever, like straight up ever. Black men in general, where's the credit to them? And before I give it to you, I want to address what you were saying. First of all, you said it's a preference that men be either monogamous or no, it's not. If you ain't, you don't know how it feels to be a man. You don't know how it feels to be. I'm a man. I'm a very good-looking man that attracts a lot of women. You have no idea how it's not a preference. How I've tried to be monogamous strongly, and I just couldn't because it wasn't my nature. And you could say it was you couldn't discipline yourself. It was between discipline and realizing that that's not what we're meant to do. Because I'm a real man as far as a manly man, right? When I say manly man, I'm talking about testosterone wise, as an alpha, as someone smart, as a leader, as someone that understands everything that's going on. And I don't care. I've had the finest woman in this world, the finest woman that you ever seen in your life. You know what I'm saying? My baby moms is bad, had the baddest joints, and I always did what I wanted. I was going to cheat, avid. And I realized I stopped cheating and became a polygamous because when I had a woman, I was in a relationship and I would be with that woman and I would enjoy her for a couple of months. And after a while, after I had her every way I wanted her, they say, show me a bad woman and I'll show you a man that's tired of fucking her. Because of the simple fact is, men get to a certain state, they done had you every way they want it, then they'll cheat on you because they can attract another woman like you. If a man attracted you, he could attract another one like you. And it just is what it is. And so men are going to naturally cheat or want to cheat, especially men that have the right to. Now, these women, they don't like me because I'm a truth speaker. They call me weak because I won't accept the fact that I won't feed their masculinity. These women of today, like y'all women of today, not all of them. I think, well, I like Kanuki, but I feel like most of these women are not worthy of be called queens or y'all men, y'all grown ass men. I call it like I see it. Y'all not in y'all feminine roles. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? And y'all had to be men. I'm not saying that society hasn't made you men, but you are what the fuck they made you, a nigga. You a whole man. And that's how you act. And when you meet a real man, we can't even deal with you because you a man and society made you that way. And I don't like men. No matter what people tell you, I don't want no female, a man in a female's body. All of y'all women are mad at me because I tell it like it is. It's just because you a female don't mean that you a woman. And just because you a male don't mean you a man. These females are men. They're dominant, they're aggressive, they don't act what you would call virtuous. These are not feminine women. We're not dealing with feminine. They had to be men. White supremacy made you men, made and frozen you into an independent state. You a man. And that's what we have to all realize in our mind when dealing with our women today, is that these black women today are whole niggas. They don't need you. They can protect and provide for themselves within that society. In their natural state, they needed you. They needed you. And they were in their roles. They knew their roles. Society has made you men. You're a female in a man's body. Let me tell you something. No matter what you think, I'm going to tell you the truth about men. Men are polygamous. You could think like, oh, I can get all the men in the world. Yeah, a man will be with you for a year, be 2 years, love the shit out of you and everything he can. But if he's able to get other women and he attracts a lot of women, forget about it. The man you want, every woman wants. Period. And I'm just telling you right now so that you don't hurt your little heart. In the future, that this man can attract other women and he will at the first sight he get a chance. And to be honest with you, we're polygamous, and if we go into these relationships with this mindset, then no one gets hurt. Period. It's our nature. Look into Africa and see why most African countries are polygamous because that's what it was created. That's man's nature. We can't respect the nature outside and don't respect human nature. Period. And these women are mad at me because I call it like I see it. Period.
Rose.
Can I speak?
Yes.
So, I first just want to acknowledge the man, right? Because I don't believe that our men actually hear the acknowledgement the same way the women hear the acknowledgement. So I want to thank all of our black men for being independent and strong. I want to thank our black men for going out every single day and trying to make ends meet to feed his family. I want to thank the black man for being as great as he can be. I want to thank the black man for being kind hearted and smart and nurturing and loving to his women and to his kids. I want to thank that black man for teaching his woman and teaching his family and teaching the people around him how to stand 10 toes when the white man tries to take you from us. I want to thank the black men for instilling that strength into the woman for her to go and be independent when he knows that that white man is going to try to take him from his motherfucking family. And we still stand 10 toes down. Even when you locked up, incarcerated for however long, we holding down the motherfucking fort until our men come home. I want to thank the black man for instilling that power in us, for awakening the power that we already had in us, because without the black man, what the fuck would we be anyway? There would be no us without the man. We come together and we make one. So I want to thank the black man for being who the fuck he is. You feel what I'm saying? I want to thank the black man for helping us reproduce and to have more offsprings and more yous in the world. I want to thank the black man for that. I'm grateful for the black man. I'm grateful for every man that I have ever come across who has taught me something about myself and everybody else. I want to thank my father for instilling wisdom into me. I want to thank the black man. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I just want to take a time to just put that in the atmosphere right now, right? Because a lot of men don't hear that. They don't. We have to also acknowledge that when there's also a moment for the woman, let's just bask in that moment too. We don't have to be like, well, that's her job. We get that that's her job, but at the same time, even though it's your job, you still want to hear good job. Damn, thank you for holding that baby in your womb for 9 months. I appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you really had to lay on your side for 9 months and then your whole body had to expand. That's something my body can't do. I appreciate you. You feel what I'm saying? Give me one
Yeah, I
second,
know.
y'all. Give me
That's
one second.
I do. We maybe we would if we wasn't putting on child support and our family got torn apart by y'all taking them and putting us on child support and shit. Maybe we would. Maybe it's certain women out there that you do say that to. But I'm tired of every time I'm having a damn child and things don't go your way and you get in your attitude and you take my child and put me on child support. I ain't got time to be thanking you because at the end of the day, I used to be thankful until my children got took away. And then you
Okay,
complain
so
that I
here's the
ain't there
thing.
for the child. Like, let's talk about what's
Here's the
really
thing,
going on
King.
in our community.
Hold on,
Not,
King.
not. I'm talking about. Hold on. You hold on.
I
Listen, I'm
wasn't
not
finished. I had
talking
to go do
about.
something real quick. I'm
Hold on.
sorry.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me finish. I'm talking about what's really going on in the community as a collective, not just personally what you got going on in your life. You might be a good woman, and that's rare. I'm talking about what's going on collectively here. These women out here is ratchet, and the system made them that way. These men out here are ratchet, and the system made them that way. I'm talking about what's really going on, actual, so we can fix the problems instead of sitting here praising some women that don't need deserve to be praised. Most of these women out here are single mothers because they can't be in the same space as a real man, and the men walk away. It's been happening for years. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk sense here, and let's hold these women responsible for what the hell's really going on out here. Okay, because we got women out here just because they don't. I'm a good man. I protect and provide for my woman. I'm the breadwinner in my home. I won't even allow my woman to have a job because at the end of the day, her job is to be my woman and my wife and take care of my children. That's her job, okay? And so I myself have experienced a woman that has came with that white supremacy mindset through the Willie Lynch syndrome. And just because she couldn't get her way in her masculinity, she wants to fight and take my child away. And I have no rights over my child to come back because I'm not about to ask no white man, can I go over here and have my child? Now, to you black women out here that don't do that, where the hell you at? Because at the end of the day, you're rare. Okay, most of these women out here are masculine. They're grown ass men. When you said everything you described as a man and think as a man, all these women do for themselves. So you were talking to all the women in the damn room, period. And don't worry about how I make my money. This system has made it hard for a black man to make any money, and you better be proud that I was able to hustle or find a loophole to make my money to get what I need when they turn against us. We sitting up in warehouses working 12-hour shifts. I
I
I
acknowledge
rather
that,
I
King.
Listen, I'm not saying that you don't acknowledge. What I'm saying is that you don't acknowledge the fact that most of these women are not queens. Most of these women don't even want to educate themselves. Most of these men don't want to educate themselves. But let's hold these women responsible for what they're doing and stop trying to uplift all of them and uplift each and every one that is doing it. I'm all for uplifting a woman if she's doing what she's supposed to do. But all of them, hell no. Most of these women are no good, and most of these men ain't no good. So it is what it is. Show love to who deserves it, and let's not just put everybody in the melting pot and say, these are good men, or these are good women. No, most of these people listening ain't shit. Period.
Okay. So I wanted to get back to what I was saying. Hey, most crazy. So I
Hey,
wanted,
what's
like I
up?
said, I wanted to first acknowledge the man and all that he does, right? Because, like I said, that a lot of men don't hear that, and a lot of women don't really know what to acknowledge. So I just gave some women, you know what I'm saying, some things to acknowledge the man for, so that they now have that downloaded into their mind. And if a man needs some acknowledgement, he can get that. That's part of how you build a woman up instead of her being a low vibration to a higher vibration. You instill that type of knowledge. That was a download for the women who are watching, right? So I have to also acknowledge the fact that every man's story is different. And I understand that your story is a lot of men's story, but there are some men who have not experienced the things that you have experienced. So we cannot discredit those men for not experiencing what you have, and we cannot belittle them and say that they are not manly men, they're not alpha men because they haven't dealt with the traumas that you've had to endure, King. Feel what I'm saying? And there's also some men who have dealt with their traumas, acknowledged their traumas, and they've moved forward and have strengthened themselves so they can then strengthen their community. Some men haven't acknowledged their traumas. And
We don't
until they
have a
do, they will
community.
still
We don't have a community.
some
That's
well
number
they're
one.
okay. So some men are trying to acknowledge and deal with their traumas so that they can create a community and create a tribe and a nation and create something for their family and
You
for
talking to
themselves.
one? Yeah.
Right. I understand. So, I understand. So, I also wanted to say that um, why were women forced to be so masculine to become the alpha male in the world? We have to remember that our men was taken from us.
I said that.
We were hold on. I'm getting. I got you. I got you. But there, we have the there's two types of learning and teaching, right? You have the way you teach that gets to certain people, and then the way that I say it gets to other people. So you have a woman saying it and a man saying it. Women teach women, men teach men. We come together, we build something bigger. Feel what I'm saying? So I'm all agreeing with what you're saying. So what I'm saying is women have had their men taken from them, and it forced them to become this masculine or alpha, quote unquote, male in society. A woman never wanted to do that. We never wanted to take up the woman's ideas of feminism and take up her problems. We didn't care for that. You feel what I'm saying? That wasn't something that we did. We were brainwashed to do such. Just like how we were brainwashed to put chemicals in our hair and perms and things of that nature. We never wanted to do that. They forced it upon us before slavery even ended. So we've been brainwashed to believe that a white woman's problems is our problems, and that also caused us to be a part of the destruction of the black household. But we have to also acknowledge the fact that the man wasn't paying attention like he should have, and that is the man taking accountability for his actions as well. He
He
did not
wasn't
pay
paying attention
attention.
to what? What paying
Hold on,
attention to
hold
what?
on, King. Hold on, King.
No, I'm
Hold.
asking you. I'm asking you. What was he paying attention to?
Okay, so he didn't acknowledge certain things that were happening within his woman because he was taught that you provide and you protect. They're not taught how to nurture their wife. They're not really taught how to pay attention to the little intricate details of the woman. The woman is forced to do those things, not the man. So
That's not true.
because of that idea that they were brainwashed to believe, this is why the woman took on the white woman's feminist ideas and caused the riots and the, oh, I want equality foolishness that we have today. So, before then, before we took up those ideologies, we were fine with our man going out being the breadwinner, taking care of the family. We stay home, take care of the house, make sure everything is straight, whatever, 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 whatever. Build our man up. That was our job. When our man comes home, we're building him up, making sure that the day did not deter him from being who he truly is and what he is called to be, and that we're keeping him in his higher frequency and high vibration. That was our job, because our intuitiveness that we are built to have is allows us to do that for this man. We are his backbone, period. And so when the man was taken
Definitely
from
not my
us,
backbone. Ain't no woman gonna
when
be my backbone at
so
all.
when the so when the man was taken from us, it forced us to come out of that soft fucking kids at the same time. Cause why? She's a motherfucking god out this bitch. You can't take her motherfucking milk. She will reproduce that shit 10 times fold and take care of your kid, your kid, your kid, black, white, Indian, yellow, green, blue. Her body can sustain any motherfucking thing because we are the motherfucking gods of this being. We are extraterrestrial in this bitch. We run every motherfucking thing in this hole, and can't nobody.
Thank everyone. I thank y'all so much for coming through and showing me love. But I like to take advice. I take advice real well. So I'm gonna see how this works. But Monica, she's like, I need to let y'all know to hit them likes up, get them likes, and I take dislikes too. If anybody that's looking, because it's all good for the algorithm. So back to you.
Take the shit from us. A man tried to take it from a black woman, and we still show you that all the destruction that you have done by taking our land, you still need us in at the end of the day, in spite of. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody's understanding what I'm throwing down. So, after they raped us and took our milk, took our breast milk, we couldn't feed our children. They slaughtered the men in front of us, and they also slaughtered the women in front of us. When a man decided that he wanted to protect his woman and fought for what the fuck he believed in and knew that this is my woman, you cannot take her, you cannot rape her, you cannot do none of those things. Do you know what he did? He killed that man. He beheaded that man. He chopped him up like how they did in the Bible days to that whore in the Bible and sent her to different nations. They did the same thing to the black man, and they used that westernized doctrine in the Bible to depict who the fuck we're supposed to be. We've been conditioned for a very long time to be against each other. So now the mindset that you have is because of the condition that you were given from way back in slavery. The DNA that you bestow is what the DNA that you hold in yourself is what you bestow today in 2021. That is a part of your DNA. It's a part of your history. Everybody tap your bags. It's a part of your history. So I apologize that all these things have happened to you. And it's a lot of things that we have not fully dealt with. And on top of the fact that you have to deal with maybe your children being taken from you or whatever the case may be. I don't know your personal life. I really don't want to know. But I hear the pain in your voice, King, and I
No,
apologize.
the pain in my voice does not come from my subjective experiences. The pain in my voice comes from this. I'm going to read it to you. Take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor in good economics. If she shows any signs of resistance and submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract the last bit of resistance in her. Take care not to kill her, for in doing so, you spoil good economics. When in complete submission, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into the area of the subject matter. It says, we have reversed the relationship in her natural uncivilized state. She would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male, and she would have limited protection tendencies toward the independent male offspring and would raise male offspring to be dependent on her. So what you got to understand is that white supremacy has beat the black man in front of you tore him down in front of you and made you into an independent state. And it speaks in the psychology of it right now. What you're talking about is DNA. Is at the end of the day, it started with the man. First, you have to tear down the black man. It all started with the man because the man is the protector. So what they did to us first was tore us down in front of you, scaring you and the other beta males. They took the alpha males first. They tore them down and beat them down. Then the beta males, they beat them down in front of you, and then there you, if you had any more fight in you, they beat you down. That was the process, right? And so now, what they call it is that once you have beat this woman down and you have broken her, she is now in an independent state, which means she had to fend for herself, but she's frozen in this state, and it's on an orbit. So what you see in today's woman, what I'm upset about is the white supremacy in my woman that refuses, no matter how much you try to educate her, she refuses to take on her natural role, which is a feminine female and woman that is dependent on her man, even though you see good men out here that are dependent, that are independent. There are men out here that are independent, that work hard to make sure that they independent and got their own. And you find these men, and you have been used as a weapon to try to tear these men down because we are the dominant male. You try to put us behind bars. A lot of the men behind bars are there because of you. And when I say that because of you, we have been fighting white supremacy in every way. I know dudes that was behind bars for child support, for marijuana, for
Can
a
we
gun that
speak
they put
on
in our
can we
community.
speak on
And
why
I,
men were
hold up,
put
But
on child support
hold on,
on
hold on,
why
hold on.
can I make a
There
point after
are,
he?
hold on. I'm not taking all the responsibility off men for not being wise enough to understand the tricks of our enemy, which is our responsibility. But there are men, there have been men walks on this earth right now. And I'll tell you right now that the reason why Malcolm X died was because of a woman. No one wants to see it because she's always hidden. But the reason Malcolm X died was over a woman. You
how
hear me? Over a woman.
Please and
And there was actually there is always a woman in the middle of every evil fucking act. And I'm trying to show y'all this, bro. And if we don't understand this and discipline our woman and understand that our woman cannot just come and just be like, do whatever and say whatever, as far as these women today, they think they could just run off at their mouth and just talk crazy to you, wop the wop, and get all aggressive with you. Like,
Can,
yo, you
King,
you you
why
do
was the man
everything.
can I?
why was the
Y'all
Can,
woman
and
the
y'all
fault?
before you
today do everything to
before you ask him a
emasculate a
question though,
man.
Rose,
Period.
real quick. What happened to us? It didn't happen individually. It happened to man and woman collectively.
Collectively
What she saw was was brutality against her man. What he saw was brutality against his
against
woman.
the
I
woman.
said that.
Collectively, right? Collectively, so there's no competition on victimization among. I'm not going against
No,
what
I
Rose
never said
say or
that.
you say. I'm not. I know that's not what you're saying. I'm just. This is my. What I'm saying is the argument. It seems as if it will be some type of competition amongst black men and
No,
black women. Let me finish. Let me finish. This is the diaspora of black men and women from what I see, from my perspective. There's a competition of who was victimized the most and who should be in what role the most, and what who should be where and who should do it how and who what. I have one household. I choose to be a mentor because I came from the mud. I look back and say, well, goodness, I don't want that young man who was thinking like me and acting like me to go down that path. So I go back. I go back to give some type of resources if I can, knowledge if I can, and understanding where I can to young sisters that have young men that they're raising. And for the brothers that are in the courtroom with public defenders that have an ankle monitor on, I help them to obtain um, occupation to reverse the recidivism rate that they're going to be facing. What they want is resources. In 2021, yes, I teach my son what happened in the past.
But my son has to see how I love his mother without trying to. I don't want to make my wife do anything, because if I make her do it, it's not coming from her heart. I am demanding something of somebody, and that's not coming from her heart. I want her to want to do it because because she wants to. That's not the way that when I come home, I don't have an expectation that my dinner should be on the table, because my wife loves me and she knows what time I'm going to come home because of our communication. She knows what I want to eat because she has seen it. Guess what? Without even telling her, what in the world is my meal on the table? I ain't told her to do it. I ain't made her do it. I ain't walking around like my chest is stuck out because I'm the man, and woman, you gonna be woman and submit to me because I say so. That's not how a brother has to do it. By saying it and telling her, I mean, I am showing that I need validation. When I just let be, and let her reciprocate the love that I'm showing for her, and let her show her love for me willingly, and not being made to do it, I get true love. I don't get love that I am demanding out of her. It's like squeezing that 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 if you take an apple and try to squeeze it, it's gonna be difficult. You're gonna have to put that in a machine to get the juice out of it. Why am I gonna try to take that woman that I say that I love and squeeze that love that I'm making her love me. I'm making her do what I tell her to do, because I think that that's it. That's her nature to be ruled by me
Well, let me
in
ask
the
you a
age
question.
in the age of 2021.
Let me ask you a
I
question,
don't want.
brother.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Ask.
Let me ask you a question. Was she made to go against you? Was she
No, she
Yes,
made?
wasn't made to.
I'm asking
she
you a
was
simple
forced.
question, brother. Was she
Mhm.
made and conditioned psychologically to go against you?
Yes.
Yes. So she was.
My
It was
wife. My wife
psychologically
now.
done. Wait, wait, wait. It was
No, she
strategically
wasn't.
done. It was strategically done by our oppressor to turn her against you. Was
In
it not?
1700s, in the 1600s,
No,
or
and it still
2021.
it ran in the orbit. It said if you do this right, it will run in the orbit. And to this day, your woman is against you,
My woman?
brother.
In what
I'm
Collectively,
not
way?
talking.
Dago.
See, that's the
Don't
thing
take it
about. Let me
personal.
say this. Let me say
Don't
this,
take it
brother.
No, no, I'm
personal
not.
Because
I'm
because
not taking. I'm
I
not taking
heard what
perk.
you
I'm just.
said, brother. I heard
he's
what you
It's.
said,
speaking.
brother. You said what you doing is the same
Mhm,
thing as a brother that's in prison, right? A brother that's in prison, he wants to
mhm.
help the youngins in prison, right? Why not get out of prison? Why not become independent and leave that system? Why not talk? Let's talk about separating and segregating from massa rather than talking about helping the slaves on the plantation. You see, you still on the plantation, and you talking about making the plantation better by helping the slaves that are under oppression within the plantation. I'm talking about leaving the plantation and then snatching who you can, reaching back and getting who you can get. And that's the
Okay.
difference between me and you, brother. I want to be
What?
independent of the system. You want to
Ho-
be you.
Hold
You are
on,
like
But
Dago.
every other
you're
good
talking. You're talking.
so-called.
You're talking
Hold on, brother. Let me
1600
finish.
slavery,
You
Hold
and
on,
you
I'm
are like
talking
Dago.
every
2020.
other. You are you
Dago,
are
hold
you are
on, hold
being
on.
like every
Because it's
other
getting
good
derailed because that wasn't
so-called
the
good
topic.
black brother in white supremacy. That is just like the basketball players and all the brothers out there telling people how to not to stay out of jail and don't do this. Be a good nigga. Be a good nigga, please. Don't mess up, massa. Do what master tell you to do. Go get you a job. Go get some
Huh?
money. Go get a truck and drive master's products across the world. And you can make a lot of money if you just be a house nigga. I'm gonna tell you to be a house nigga
Hold on, Nature Boy. I
rather
mean,
than be a
hold on, Dago.
field nigga and
Thank
go
you,
do your
thank you,
own thing.
thank you. Shalom, panel,
From
shalom.
what I said
This
is
guy.
slavery.
Hold on, Dago, because the topic has
Dago, you
it's
are a
been
Hold
it's
on.
modern
been
day house nigga,
Let me
brother.
show
the
myself real
Dago,
quick.
don't
Go
respond to
ahead,
that.
bro.
Y'all can see.
Don't respond to that. So
Okay, go ahead, Rose.
the topic at hand, like we're gonna get back on track, was the fact that polygamy is an
Oh,
option.
let's run it.
That was the topic at hand. So we've
Okay,
been it kind of you know what I'm saying, when
right.
passionate we other things come up and then kind of conversation kind of drifts a little bit. But then that's why you have the woman, the black goddess, to bring you back on track. Shout out to the black woman. Um,
Oh what?
Shout out to the black
so
man.
shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Shout
Hey,
Shout
out
out
to
to the
shout
both.
out
black
to the
Shout
man.
out
black
to
The
people.
both
black
y'all
man is
Trial.
black
Shout
God.
brothers.
out to
The
the
black man is
panel.
God.
Shout
Shout
out to
out
the
to the black people.
panel.
The black
Y'all
man is
run this
Shout
God.
shit
out
the
to
fuck up.
Kanuki.
Run it up. Shut a
Appreciate you,
lie. Shut a lie.
Kanuki.
Shut a motherfucking lie. Shout out to Kanuki for even hosting the motherfucking panel for us to even talk
Appreciate
about
that,
this shit. Shout
Kanuki.
out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to everybody who was
Yeah,
gifted,
I
everybody on the panel.
I won't
Shout out to
respond. I
y'all.
won't respond. I
Hold
won't
on,
respond to that. But that's why I speak on
Can I
my
speak to the
household,
panel real quick?
because my household is not Rose's household. It's not Kanuki's household. It's not Number Four's household. It's not Nature Boy's household. So I have to speak on me, right? And not other people. And there, because my what I eat don't make them do do, and what I spend don't affect their household or their underlying budget. So I have to go off of. That's why I reference me and my wife. I can't reference another man's wife or wives. I have to mine. I have to be accountable for the young man that's going to potentially be somebody else's wife one day. I mean, husband one day, and a leader one day. That's my responsibility. And when a brother says that when you don't do it like I do it, then you are this and you are that. You have everybody has the right to go about life the way that they feel fit to survive. That's on them. If a brother want to have 22 wives and he can afford it and he treats them right, I say boom, by all means. If a brother don't want one, boom, by all means. But when you are a husband and you are a wife, there are expectations for both parties. I don't care how you do it. One is just not supposed to be served completely. That's it. They don't give, they just receive. That's all they do. From sun up to sundown, they just receive. That is not expectation of life. That is not even life gives back. Even the, you just can't receive and be stingy and self selfish. Even the Most High gives when He doesn't have to. He could just receive, but He chooses to give. He gave us taste buds so we can enjoy the taste
Oh,
of it.
now
He
we're
gave
gonna
us
talk about the white man's
he
religion. Okay.
he
Right.
He
gave us
said the
I
white
don't black man, white man, whoever religion. I don't care if you believe in God or not. What I'm saying is the Most High, whoever created us.
You
If
created
you are
us.
if you are atheist, if you are atheist,
You created
God
us.
does not need help. If you call yourself a God, why would you need an individual to help you do anything? If you are God, count the hairs
Whoever
on your
said
head.
God didn't need help?
Come on.
Count the hairs on your head and tell us
Hey.
right now how many hairs
Y'all
are on
be
your
nice,
head,
man.
God.
Can
Shalom,
God
hold on,
tell
hold
you
on.
how many hairs
Shalom,
is on
King.
your
Can I
head?
speak?
what
Can I speak for a second, King?
I don't care
Then
nothing
please
about the
tell me
hairs
the
on my
number.
head.
Tell
I'm
me the
Jago,
saying
number.
I don't call
Jago,
Tell
myself
me the number
God.
that God
I
tells
don't
you.
call
Jago.
myself God because if I was God,
I
I would
said,
have
can
that number.
God tell you the numbers on your head? And if he
That you
does,
can't
please tell
answer.
me that number.
You can't answer a question with a
With
question.
a
If
question.
you are God, which you call yourself God,
he
how
was.
many hairs is on
Come
your
on,
head right
man.
now?
Y'all, come
But
on now.
go
I'm
ahead,
King,
brother.
asking
Go ahead,
you
King,
brother.
to ask
King.
your
It's starting to
God how
Go
become
many
Let's
ahead.
let
hairs
a
is
let
on
a
Go
your
ahead.
man
head.
it's
speak,
starting to
y'all.
Go
No,
become
ahead.
Let's
no,
let a
Go
folly.
one
ahead.
man
wants to
speak.
speak.
It's
Hold
starting
on.
to become folly. It's starting to become folly, man. Come on now. That's the hairs on the head is
You
like
just want to get involved
we,
in
It's
it.
semantics.
no
It's
no no no
semantics,
no
y'all.
no no no. Listen,
No.
listen, listen.
You
The
hear
Nature,
me,
one that
brother?
calls a brother a
nature.
slave wants to
You
get into
came.
semantics.
Look,
Right.
Jago. What's good? What's good, King?
What's
What's
good,
good,
brother?
Nature Boy? What's good, host?
This is how they always come
Rose,
in. That's how they always come
everybody.
in. Yeah.
Look,
How you doing, brother?
Nature
How you
Boy,
doing?
Stop
cut it out, bro. You
Yeah,
done
we
been to
know,
my
brother. All right,
panel.
brother.
Brother's a victim,
You
man.
done been to
He's a
my
victim.
panel. Nah, 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 nah,
Jago.
nah. Listen, I'm not even gonna
All right,
argue
my
that.
bad, Rose. My bad, Rose.
He got more control than
Is
you do.
this
My bad, baby.
is this okay? Is this about polygyny, or are we done with the rest of the history and all that stuff?
What
It
you
was
want,
about
brother?
polygyny.
What
No,
did you come to add?
uh, I'm I'm first trying to get the topic. What are we talking about
So
now?
why you here if you don't even know what we talking about?
Right.
Oh,
Rose
That's
brother.
not
broke it
what he
down.
means.
You just
That's
want to
not what
come
Rose
he
up
broke
here
it
and
means.
down.
talk. You
Oh,
just
y'all
want to
He
kill
rude.
what you
it's
said.
because
Come
there's
Listen,
on,
been
you ain't gonna come
multiple
up here and know
topics at
what's
one
going on.
time,
Get him
y'all.
out of here.
Come on,
I'm
guys.
not
Come on,
even.
guys. It's been
I
multiple
ain't gonna
topics at
argue
one
with you,
time, so he's
kid.
trying to figure out which topic he wants to speak on first.
Well, speak on
Come
Right,
what
on, let's
right,
right.
look at
right.
it from a
Speak
Pop.
on whatever
universal
you want to
standpoint.
speak on. What you want to
Just
speak
Yeah,
on?
chime
speak on
in.
what you want, yeah.
Okay.
Chime in. That's what you came on the
Well,
panel for, to chime in.
Right. So, although I agree with a lot of what Nature even said, the way this has transpired was what it is though, that a lot of people was even in the comment was asking, a, how did this happen to us as a nation when we dominate in every facet of society? How did we get to this lower state? And then they want to know what's the solution, right?
Mm,
I don't understand, and I really don't. How can I say this? Right, wrong, or indifferent. If you don't believe in the Bible is world history. The Bible tells us exactly why we're here, what we did, and what we did not do, and how we can make it back to our royal estate. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of what nature is saying speaks on that. You know what I'm saying? He just may do it his way. It tells you in Ecclesiastes 7:7, oppression makes a wise man angry. He may be just a little more angry, but it also tells us to cry aloud and spare not. Don't care about what people's feelings are about this situation. If you have a solution, that's what I would like to talk about is the solution. How do we rebuke, how do we reboot this? How do we jump off this axis that's spinning perpetually? How do we
mm,
fix this? You know what I'm saying? It's not about it has everything to do with the so-called black man must be placed back as the head. But I understand what women are saying as well, because they don't want to be ruled just by like no any nigga. If you still doing
Right.
niggerdom, if you staying at home, you playing video games, you smoking weed, you ain't doing shit positive, you ain't trying to uplift your community, and you're not mentoring and shit like that, that nigga don't deserve no pussy. He don't deserve no wife. He don't deserve none of that. He
You
being
know,
a fucking nigga. Niggas get nothing. If you being a king, if you're in your royal estate, if you leading, if you own your own business, if you doing shit positive, you mentoring children, men, you know what I'm saying? You're educating men on how to be men, you know what I'm saying? And you're taking care of your business at home financially, you're not beating your woman and shit like that, then that man deserves to be placed as the head of his household. Not that he should ignore his woman, because in the Bible, wisdom is always spoke of in a female sense. You know what I'm saying? They have certain intuitions that us men don't. But
take that.
it's not to dictate and to completely dominate them at all times. That's
Yep.
not what it's about.
to,
Yes, it is.
to
Not at
piggyback off
all
to
time.
pick
Not
Listen,
to
at
I'm gonna
all.
piggy
tell you, y'all.
to
Uh,
piggyback off of what number one just said. One of the things that I've noticed on several panels that I've sat on in regards
Appreciate
to this
that.
topic, well, I know it's a different topic now, but to what he's saying, the one thing that bothers me is if you know that we have these flaws within our own community, right? We know
mhm.
that they're not fixable overnight. It may not be even
Right.
fixable in the next couple of generations, but how do we come to a way to find how do we come to a way to fight together, accepting, like, when you have a problem, when you accept what's wrong with yourself and you
Mhm.
deal with that, right? If
Right.
you can't necessarily fix it, you just accept your flaw and you move on and you build on other things. How do we find solutions in embracing who we are? Because I just left a panel where a guy, y'all know Amir, I just left Amir's panel where a white guy uses a black face as his profile picture. And I didn't argue with the man because I just told him what I thought about him doing that, and I asked why he did that. First, I saw understanding, and then I said, "This is the flaw that I have with. This is the flaw in your explanation, and this is the problem that I have with that." So, in my opinion, while we're sitting here battling against gender within our own community, how do we find a way to battle against white people doing things that are still unjust to us as a community? How do we fight together? How do we get past what you don't like about me or my problem to work with each other? Because I've seen them hate each other to death, but they will stand up in opposition to us
Yeah.
together. They cannot, I mean,
Son.
they will not allow us in offices. They will not allow us to do certain things. They will
We
not allow us to be empowered, and they may not want each other to be empowered, but they will work together to not allow us to be empowered. So
that's the
how
Can
do
I?
we work past our issues with each other? That's the conversation I would like to have. And maybe y'all
I
don't want
agree.
to have that, but I think
No,
other
I would
people
love to have
would
that
like to
conversation.
seek solutions versus pointing the
mm,
finger
Here's the
at each other and
solution. Here's the
everybody.
solution. Black men need to come together without women and
See,
dominate
that's no problem.
everything.
But
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm
We
saying.
can't
ain't
do it
Black
without the
men
woman.
need to come together, get over their dicks, get over their sexual desires and the influence that women have over them and dominate, and then our woman will follow. Period. That is
women
how we
aren't
do
going
it.
to
Hey,
follow,
you know
King.
Period.
what?
I'm
That's
telling
so.
you right now.
Period. That's
Hold
how it
on, wait, hold
happens.
on.
We have
Let
to
me say
dominate the
Listen,
something.
system
Hey, can I
first.
Can I
say something?
We
we
respond
have to
real
cannot
quick?
dominate the
raise a
system first, and the
nation
woman's gonna
without a
follow.
woman.
Period.
We
Can I
cannot raise a
respond?
nation without the
No,
woman.
the woman
Point
gonna
blank
come
period.
once we get the
Hey,
foundation built. We
No,
have
she's
to.
not.
something
Only
like I
look,
teach
a
you.
No,
So
woman,
we
she's
a
can
not.
woman, a
way
woman gonna
better,
come along. They
way
gonna
farther.
come. They gonna come once we build it. What I'm
No,
saying to
No,
you is
she's
that
not.
hey,
men
what I'm
need
gonna
to become
say,
more militant and build something that
all I
women
want to say is,
can
Nature
respect.
Boy,
We need to
you call
dominate. We
yourself
need
a
to
That's
be the
god,
not how
bro.
it's
ones in
gonna
control.
You
happen.
call yourself a god, bro. But if you think about,
Let
listen to
somebody
how
speak.
you
I don't know you, bro. I don't know you,
yeah,
bro.
you don't gotta know me, but if you call yourself a god, bro, the way you talk is you don't dominate the woman. You put her, you use her as you use what she
I
fully
said
absorbs.
you got to dominate your woman, brother,
You
but
don't
your
got to
woman want to be
dominate.
dominated.
Man, please,
How?
this is
Why?
Your
How?
woman wants
2020.
to be
But
dominated.
why? Why
Your
do they
woman
want to
is
be
gonna let
Your
you
dominated?
woman
dominate her.
needs to be dominated. She
Hold on,
Why?
wants to
kings
be
and queens.
dominated. What
Kings
are you
and queens.
talking
Give me a
about?
second. Kings and queens. We have to
She
be able to
needs
let
to.
each
That's the
other
only way she's
speak.
gonna respect you.
Hold on, Nature Boy. We have to be able to let each other speak one at a time, y'all, because
Talking
it's gonna
about
look
we
like
got to
chaos, and
dominate
that's
our
not what
women.
we're
What you
doing.
talking
How?
about,
We
bro?
sitting here as
We
black
won't,
people
we
trying to
cannot
come to a
understand.
solution.
We can't understand everybody. We cannot
Right.
understand everybody all at the same time.
Right.
Right. We all black people trying to come to a resolution and solution and figure out what we can do collectively, right? So we have to be able to let each other get our opinions across without cutting another person off. Let's respect each other in our
Okay, can I
space,
go?
because this is a
I'm
safe
the last
space
one.
for black people to come and voice their opinions
Right.
on how they feel about a situation, y'all. Come on now.
Hey, Rose, when
So
they
I
first
believe Dago was speaking first.
when you on the airplane, let's just all black folks is on the airplane. Excuse me for my analogy. All black folks is on the airplane. We are told when that mask pop down, first you got to put yours on first. Solution, and this is to the brother's question. The solution is I secure my household first. When my household is secure, when my woman is secure, I am secure. That would be that would my security is secure. Then it makes it possible for me to look over at the next brother that might not have it together, the next sister that might not have it together, and assist in any way that I can. By me
Okay.
doing that, I have to understand. Yes, I would agree with Nature Boy on this premise. I am in a white supremacist dominated and a nation that was stolen. Blood, all our blood is soaked into this ground. I have to be conscious and aware of where I'm living at in these United States of America.
Hold on. They
We
not
don't we
spamming.
don't
They
we
not
we
spamming. They
Hold
supporting
on,
me.
hold on, Nature Boy. Hold on,
They not
baby.
spamming. They
we
supporting me.
Hey, bro, let them.
Nature.
we
No,
don't
no.
Wait,
I'm
we
just
don't
I'm
wait,
letting
wait,
God
wait,
we
power know,
wait,
and I'm
wait,
letting
y'all. Hold up,
I'm
wait,
letting.
hold up.
yeah he
Every
talking about something down there.
no,
You talking about
no.
comments.
What he's addressing is, I
Yeah,
guess, everybody was
yeah.
spamming.
They're
What's
putting
spamming?
hearts
The
to
green
keep the
hearts.
vibe high. They putting
It's
heart.
because
She's blocking them. She's saying they
Right.
spamming because they keep putting
because
hearts and
people
love
want
in
to
the
speak in
building.
the comments and they can't see what people are typing in the
Nah,
comments.
Yeah.
but listen, we put the hearts in the building so that she gets up on the heat list. We got this.
Uh,
She blocking her.
yeah.
At the end of the day, we making sure
I
she
didn't.
get
Hey,
paid.
hey, I blocked one
Listen,
person. Don't say she
now
blocking
I'm
them.
not talking to you. I'm talking about the other nut ass nigga. I'm talking about whatever yummy name. She keep blocking them and kicking them out. They putting love in the
I
building.
got you.
Love.
Well, don't
That's
disrespect Yummy
understandable.
because
Uh,
she backs me. So don't
uh,
disrespect
Nah,
her.
I
Right.
back
uh,
So
you.
uh,
She
uh,
disrespecting
so
me.
Yes,
hold
you
I
on,
back
you
you
Nature.
more
Hold
than
on,
you do.
y'all. Hold
I
on,
but
y'all.
back
let's
you
not
more.
Let's
call
not
no
let it get
names though.
derailed. Let's not
But
We
we
derail.
we
Let's not
allow we
derail.
allowed to put hearts in the building,
But
can
we're
you
not
We
can
can
gonna
I?
put
call
words.
names.
Words is just as bad. Words and hearts work
But
the
No,
don't
same
these are
call
way.
Yummy
hateful
no
words.
name
There's a
though.
lot
I
of
won't
people that's coming in here trying to hate on me because I got a hateful
Don't pay
Bible.
attention to the comments, God.
Nah. Then you don't stop. Just stop blocking people in the comments.
when
I
Hey,
haven't blocked
won't
anybody.
you stop over talking people and let they go?
Nature Boy a question,
You
please.
over talk everybody.
You sure do. Nature Boy, I want to talk to you.
it's all good. He was it's
Boy,
all what
Nature
what I was just saying as
Boy,
far as
he can't hear
hold
me.
on,
I
baby.
hope it's a
We could
part
put
of the
hearts in the
topic.
building. Is all I'm saying. We
Hold
could
on. Let
put
me say
fucking
something real
hearts in the
quick
building.
because I'm. Let me say something because I know
We're not
that.
spamming if we put hearts in the building.
Hold
Get
on,
out of
Nature
here.
Boy. I know that is a he
Put
is
the
a
hearts in the
man
building.
who
Y'all can
wait a
put
minute,
hearts in the
hold up,
building.
wait a minute. Yummy was
Out of
nature
just
here.
now.
nature.
Can we put
No,
Nobody.
hearts in the building or not?
say that she's blocking negative people.
She's blocking my people that's putting hearts in the building.
Oh,
That's what I'm telling you. They put hearts in the
Okay.
building all the time to show love, so that
Okay.
we can
But
run up the
when
motherfucker.
it's heated
That runs
discussions,
up.
people want
That
to.
runs up the heat list. What are
Hold
y'all
on,
talking about?
Nature Boy. Hold on,
Get
okay.
King.
out of
I'm
here,
not arguing
nah,
with
man. That
you.
runs up the heat list, man.
I'm
She
telling
keep
you why.
blocking my
I'm telling
people,
you.
and they
Okay, I
supporting me
get it.
because I got a lot of
I
hate.
get it. I'm okay. So look, here's the thing though. We having a heated discussion about a lot of stuff, and people want to their voice to be heard. People are saying comments
Well, they
that are
come up on
part
the
of the
panel.
conversation. Hold on, King. People are saying things that are part of the conversation. Some people don't have the courage to come up and talk to you. They rather just say in the comments. Now there are some negative things in the comments. Don't pay attention to those. It's more love than hate in the comments right now, and I see
That's
that
not
plain as
true.
day. So don't
That's
pay
not true.
King. Don't pay
Love
attention
toward
to
who?
it.
You or me?
You King, you vibrating on a high level, keep vibrating on a high level. Don't let the negativity derail you from the
No, I'm
conversation.
not
We
letting no
haven't
negativity.
listen,
I'm
King,
not letting
King,
no
listen to me.
negativity.
Listen to
I'm
me.
addressing it. I'm telling you that they not
He
spamming.
got it.
They saying hearts.
All right, I
Period.
got you. I
That's
got
All
it.
right,
you.
that has been
I
all right.
got
It
you.
has been said. It has been said. It has been noted, and it's out there. At the end of the day, this is what we're going to solutions. Now, back to what I was saying. If I have secured my household, if I put my mask on, and I can help my people, that's what I need to do. That's what if I'm gonna sit back. Oh, it's raining. It's raining. It's raining. Something that I seen on TV one time. People about it. I just look at pull your pants up, put your pants up, or talking to some. Look at him. Look at her. Look at him. Look at her. Look at him. I can that. So I within my community to actually try to help and instead of talking about the weather. I can't tell this young man and keep telling this young man and keep telling this young man. I have to show this young man. I have to show him. I have to show him how to change a tire. I have to let him know. Listen, there, it's a fact that there's no man in this household. So guess what? Guess who is the man of this household at 15? And when I say that I am a man, certain responsibilities come with that being that by me saying that. Now, these two women that are here, your mother and your grandmother, they're not men. They would try to build you up to the perception of the man that they have in their mind, but they can't show you or to tell you how to be a man. Because there's no man here in this house, it is a fact that you're going to have to grow up to be a man, and I will try to help you. But it is a fact that I'm not going to be here every day and to help you and to guide you through this obstacle course of being a man. Now to leave him alone and to just say nigga figure it out, I'm a part of the problem when I know in my heart that I am supposed to try to help him or to help her because my house has been secure. And for an outside source to say, well, you're doing that wrong. That's not the proper way to do it. What you should have did in your household is make your woman and the dominate it. The wordplay. I don't get on the wordplay, but I'm not going to dominate my woman in order to show myself approved as a man. And if
You
I'm not
must.
dominating her, that
You have to.
hold on, brother. If
You
I'm not
long winded.
dominating her, then I'm not. But I'm not being a man. That's not the perception that's going on in my house.
Number
That's not
one. Number
that's
one.
If
Let me
you
not what
say
it
this.
is
Let
in
me
my
let me
house.
say this. Look. Number one. Everybody in the chat, since we like to chat a lot, make sure you run the whole stuff. Because at the end of the day, yeah, we like the knowledge, but a lot of y'all come here and I watch y'all. Y'all extract the knowledge, but y'all don't give her nothing. You're parasites. I'm making sure that she get paid regardless. So I'm protecting her. Niggas take from you. They'll send on this. She been on here for 24 hours. She'll be on here, and she only on 169,000. Put on a 300 if you want to chat in the building. I'm gonna make sure she protected at all times, regardless. You feel me? So stop and don't block my people. My people looking out for her. That's why she's number on the eat list right now. You feel me? That give her exposure. When she teaching y'all about herbs, y'all sit there, 700 people just sitting there watching, taking all the knowledge, not giving nothing.
Man,
Run her up. Fuck is you talking about? Run up, and everybody in the
that's
panel
what's up.
too. Y'all on the panel too.
Those
Y'all can
hearts
give
are cool. Those hearts are cool. But the reason why I blocked Callie is because he's also sending a message of the black man is God. That's cool.
the
If that's
black man is
hey,
God, and
hey,
I'm about
hey,
to explain that.
hey,
I'm
hey,
about to explain
hey.
that.
I'm
I'm
not
about to explain what we
Hold
mean
on,
when we
nature
say
boy,
God.
nature boy, nature boy, baby.
We was
Please
addressing
Nah,
let
you.
listen.
number
When
four
I want
speak. Can she
everybody on the
finish?
panel,
Can
I'm
she
not
finish,
God,
nature boy, and then you
God,
can
I'm not
rebuttal?
asking
God power, God
I'm
We
not
power. That's
can't
my
asking
hear.
people right.
I'm not asking you to, but what I am saying is that can be offensive to some people too, because when I said the black woman is God, then he kept doing it, he's spamming and spamming. Other people have messages that they want to get a point across. So if
Wait,
you
so
want to put
you
up hearts, put up hearts, but don't put up words too. Like
the
let
black man is
say
God. The
that's
black
cool,
man is
but
God. He
But
needs
that's
to
an
know that.
opinion that may be offensive to somebody else in
Okay.
the
But
room. So why
nature,
I
The
block
fuck, y'all not
but we
paying
take
nobody?
everything
Tanuki.
off. But we take everything away because of what's in the comments, though, guys.
But we have to also acknowledge, Kanuki, there is a lot of people in the
Hold
comments
on
who are
though.
saying something as
Let
well.
me let me say
You feel what I'm
this.
saying?
Number
So I
one,
get,
I
I know what
know, I
Nature Boy is
understand that,
saying.
but
I
every
understand
time
what
we
Rose.
Power
How
keep
is
much?
saying.
focusing down there,
Rose,
it
are you a
takes us
host,
off
Rose?
what we're
Yes,
talking
God.
about.
Yeah, I
Rose,
am a
you a
host.
host,
Right.
right? You a host,
I
right?
am. Yeah,
Dago,
I
you a
am.
host?
No, I'm not a host.
You not a host? Did you come in
No.
here and drop Kanuki anything?
Yes.
You did. Because we could look on the list, brother. People should be
Yes.
people. Yeah, did you come
Hey,
up here and drop her anything?
why you worried
nature.
about what's in
Bruh,
somebody's
because at the
pocket,
end of the
man?
day, y'all be
Did she say
parasites.
anything? Did she
Y'all
say
be
anything about
parasites.
it?
That's why.
We was
That's because
just
y'all be
talking and
parasites.
building, but you trying to be negative, and
Bro,
then
y'all
you'll
be
call yourself a
parasites,
victim.
man. These people, I'm
Then
telling
you'll
you, I
call
rock. I've
yourself
been
a
on this app a
victim.
long time.
Men like you, bro, you in
I've been on
other
this
people's
app a
pockets
long
when we
fucking
trying to stay
time,
on
bro.
topic. Let people drop what they gonna drop. Who are you to
I've been
dictate and
on this
tell people?
I've been on this app a long time, dog. I've been on this app a long time, dog. These people will suck you dry
Let me
and
tell
give
y'all
you
this.
nothing. You
Let
sit
me
here
let me
all
say this.
day on this
Nature
app
boy,
giving
hold
out
up.
knowledge,
Hold up.
huh?
Let me say this. What he's saying is I would sit on here for hours, like he's saying, right? And I would speak on a lot of stuff. I sat here for like 7 hours, was not sitting on anything, but I did speak. I taught and told a whole bunch of stuff. That is what he's speaking on.
And then when I came in here, what happened? That
Because
shit ran up.
I addressed that before. That is what I addressed before. So that is all he's speaking on because I did address that at one point.
Donate, don't hate.
Not saying right now, but he just speaking on that.
Them hearts is coming in, and every comment that come in that we run it up, that make her go up on the heat
Because
list, giving
God
her more
power,
exposure.
you get
Period.
that because on your panel, people come in, you tell the people they can't even sit on your panel unless they gift you.
Right. But another thing too, the flip side of that is I just learned how to convert my beans. So when I did, now I'm able to return a lot of the gifts that people have gifted to me in the past. So, I mean, I get both sides of the coin. I understand that some people don't know or they don't have the money to put into it, but I get it. Yeah, you're right. I don't let you come on my panel when I'm having discussions like this because no, you're not just going to sit here and collect beans while everybody else is contributing. So I get it.
No, not at all. Because at the end of the day,
Nigga,
she
I'm
has to walk
scared
off
to
this
talk.
app.
I ain't trying to get kicked out. I'm just shut my fat ass
Yeah,
up.
what
I'm
I'm
just
saying
calm
is this.
down because
At the
I
end of
can
the day,
Well,
the
listen.
reason
no,
why
you
I
can
regulate,
speak.
the reason why I regulate the way I regulate it is because yes, we can have fun, but let's handle business first. At all times, let's handle business. She's sitting up here on 190,000 and been up here how long? And most of that is me. So I don't look. Y'all
But
talking? That's cool. Drop a beam, my nigga.
some people look.
I
Some
mean,
people don't look
And
at it.
respectfully,
my people make sure she taken care of. So we throw hearts and keep the situation positive because there's a
Some
lot of
people.
negativity that follow me.
Some people don't.
respectfully,
Some people
I
don't
don't.
realize it's a business for them. For some people, like this is some people. This is just entertainment. Other people, like hosts, are making money off of this, and they want to
Yeah,
get
she's a host.
So, and exactly, I'm a host. So next month I plan to get a check because this is my first month as an actual host. So I get it. I understand. And that's what you guys have to understand. We do understand that you don't always have the money for it. And that's fine. You don't, and this not may not be a platform for you to make money. This is a platform for you to just have entertainment and share ideas. But people that are trying to make money,
Respect the game.
you
I
don't go
didn't
to
get my
Popeyes.
I
people.
mean, if we're
You don't go to
respecting the
Popeyes and
game
ask somebody for a
respectfully,
free piece of
if we
chicken.
gon'
You know what I'm
hold on,
saying?
respectfully, if we're gonna respect the game, that means every host who's contributing to the conversation needs a bean as well. But nobody's asking. I ain't asking for no bean. I really don't care. I'm really here just for the
It's
educational
not about
purpose.
asking. It's not about asking. It's about etiquette. It's
I'm
about
here
etiquette. You're
like
not asking for
respectfully.
anything.
I
It's
got you,
about
but
etiquette. Do
the
unto
etiquette
others
is
as you have them to do
gifting
unto
all
you. Period.
hosts, gifting
Period.
all hosts,
All hosts.
including the main host. But
No,
all
no, no,
hosts
no,
on the
no, 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 no,
panel
no, no,
should
no,
be
no, no, no,
gifted,
no, 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 no. This her
like how
house.
you're gifted.
This her house. I'm gifted because my people support me. She's building her people.
No,
At
I
the end
said
of the
like how
day,
you're
she can't.
gifted,
And
not
listen, the
gifting.
reason why my people run me up is because I demand that. And she gonna have the same thing. She has to demand it because people get lazy. They'll keep taking it's just like real life. People
I
will do what you let them do. And she can train people to make sure she get paid every time she get on here. Ain't nobody supposed to be. Yo, throw something out of etiquette. It's proper etiquette to come bring a gift. If you're gonna be on the panel, if I
Understandable.
come to your house, I bring a gift.
Nature boy, are you Haitian?
I'm Haitian.
I knew it. That's what the fuck all this animosity is, nigga. You Haitian. I get it now. You smack bitches around and tell them to clean up. Okay,
Shut up.
I get it.
Shut up. No.
Fuck, cause you
Here's what
too
I'm gonna
much.
say. Here's what I'm gonna say. I just wanted to throw that out there first because this is business before anything.
I knew
I'm
he was Haitian.
I'm making
Sounds
a
smart.
nice penny on here, right? I'm Puerto Rican and Haitian. Listen,
Oh yeah.
listen. What I'm saying to you is I'm yo. You know what I'm
He
saying? Like
said he
every month.
Haitian.
You feel me? Yeah.
I
It's
just
this
wanna.
app is not just some little plaything. Yo, we making real money on here, like real money. Over doctors pay. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
All right.
no cap.
So
What I'm
Okay.
saying
I
to
just wanna
you is
reset the room real quick. If
no,
that's
no,
okay
no,
with
no,
you,
no. Hold on,
Kanuki.
hold on, hold on. Let me finish what I'm
Can I
saying. Hold
reset
on.
the room?
No, no, hold on.
He
Listen.
said no.
No,
You
Damn,
can
listen,
nature
re
boy.
listen.
you can reset
I was
the room.
asking Kanuki.
Hold on,
Okay.
Yes,
hold on. Hold
you
on real
can
quick. Let me
reset the
finish.
room.
Hold on. Let me finish
Okay.
though. Let me finish.
So
Let me finish though. You can reset the room. Let me finish. So look, right? At the end of the day, we gotta take it more serious. And all I want everybody that come on here to have that attitude. Like, yo, run it up. Like, run it up. Because we'll sit here for hours and she's sitting on and I have to come in here and make sure, like, yo, what y'all doing? Because these people are parasites, and we was just talking about that earlier. And I'm not gonna allow that. I'm the immune system. Excuse me, you might be annoyed by me, but I'm her immunity. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that them parasites don't be in here. Period. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm making money on this app because I know how to use it. Period. And I want her to do it. Security.
okay.
Tell me.
All right. So I'll just reset the room real quick. I have this little like commercial that I do. All right, so welcome to Kanuki's Live, where we talk about shit that don't nobody else want to motherfucking talk about. Go ahead and shut the motherfucking live. Go ahead, hit that plus sign at the top left hand corner so you be notified every time Kanuki goes live. Go ahead and gift her and gift the entire panel. Put those green hearts in the comments for Nature Boy. Put those white hearts in the comments for Rose. Any emoji that everybody likes, go ahead and put them comments. If you feeling happy, sad, or indifferent, drop them shits in the comments. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run this motherfucker up. Make sure you are gifting the entire panel, including the host, because without the host, you would have no show. So without further ado, the topic right now was polygamy. That was the topic. I don't know
But
where
I
we
want
at
to say
right now.
this.
We found our way in Russia somewhere. I'm trying to bring it back to the US. We was
Nature
definitely talking about poly.
is.
Okay,
30 minutes.
Rose.
And I want to say this. It starts with the black man. Everything starts with the black man. The reason why we say the black man is God, because when you build the black man up, you're going to automatically build the woman up. It's a hand-in-hand thing, but it starts with the black man. The black man is the beginning of our revolution. The black man needs to get strong first. He needs to know he's strong and that he is who he is, which is God, so he can take his rightful place. When he takes his rightful place, it'll be an automatic thing. The woman will take her rightful place, and it's just like that.
But you
Period.
said black men were gods, right? So why do God need to be told how powerful he is?
Because he forgot. Because everything in society is telling him that he is a slave, that he is a nigger, that he is a bum, he's a thug. Everything in reality is telling him. Yes, everything in reality is telling y'all that too. But
Okay.
stop trying to listen, listen,
Let
listen. When the black man, right? When the black man is put where he's supposed to be, he will automatically put his woman where he's supposed to be. It go hand in hand. Why? Number one, you have to recognize everything begins and our revolution begins with the black man. When the black
And
man becomes
it begins with
strong,
the woman.
and when the black man becomes strong, he will take his place. And when he has a proper self-esteem, he will automatically give his woman self-esteem.
I have
Because
a
his woman,
I have a question. When you plant a seed into the earth, which is most important, that seed or the earth? Which one do
the
you
seed,
which one do you
listen,
cultivate? I'm just curious because I feel like without each other we can't exist. Like we need each
right, and you are important. I'm not saying you're important, you're not important. It's just that it's going to take us to be built up first before y'all going to be able to even get to a state of being
So
built up. Y'all are
so
not
here's
in a
the
state.
problem, right? Here's the
You're
other.
not.
problem.
Oh,
You're
Jesus.
not in the healthy natural state. You're not in the uncivilized natural mind. You're not, because if you were, you'd be feminine. Must I
Okay.
read you? Must I read you the feminine traits?
No, you
Must
don't
I
have to.
read you what feminine traits are?
You don't have to.
That's a
Look.
social
Are you a feminine woman? Are you a feminine woman or a masculine woman?
Social construct. You
I
you
am
you are social. You that's based on
Are
social.
you a feminine woman or a
let me
masculine
say
woman?
something. Let me say something. So I think the problem that we have right now is the fact that we're trying to figure out what was first, what was last, what comes first, who I should talk to first, who I should, you know what I'm saying, lift up first. Nah, we need to build each other equally. That is the equal that I will only refer to
That's
when it
bullshit.
comes to building each other up. That's in your
That's bullshit.
opinion.
That's bullshit.
That's
It
your
goes hand in
opinion,
hand.
Nature Boy.
If you build
And
the
one
black
thing
man, the
about
black
it,
woman will follow. Y'all do everything y'all want. Y'all do everything. Y'all shaped by us. The black woman was shaped by us. You were made by
okay,
us.
so
The reason
Nature
why you
Boy,
are the way
can
you
I
are, the reason why you
finish?
wear your hair. Listen, the reason why you wear the hair you wear, the reason why you do the things you do is shaped around us. Your body is shaped to please us. You do everything for us. Period.
Your dick
Okay?
is shaped like us. So what's your
What I
point?
see, you just saying shit. What I'm
No,
saying to
you
you
just
is that
saying
the way
bull.
you wear your hair right now is for the trend of what men want. The way you
Ah,
dress right now is for the trend of what men want.
you know how old this
You're
hairstyle?
doing whatever you think that you think that will get you a man. Okay?
Respectfully, hold on. Respectfully, let's go
Yes.
ahead and debunk that right now.
Okay,
Braids have always been, hold on. Braids have always been a construct, and she is wearing tribal braids, which means that if she was in
I'm
Africa,
not
hold
talking about
on,
what
hold
she's
on, hold
wearing.
on,
I'm not
King, hold
talking
on,
about what she's
King,
wearing.
hold on,
I'm not
King,
talking
because
about her.
this is what I'm here for. I'm here to build up the woman when you just try to tear her ass down,
I
right?
didn't try to
So
tear her
look,
down. I
so
didn't
hold
try to
on.
tear her down.
Let
I
me
just told
finish.
the
Let me
truth.
finish, God. Let me finish. So
I
this is
wasn't
what I'm.
talking about her
This
braids. I
is
wasn't
this
talking
is
about her
this
braids.
is for the masses who may not know, right? So the tribal braids that are in her head,
It has
it
nothing to
is
do with
used.
anything.
Hold on, King. It is used so that in case something were to happen, she would have a maze, which is the braids in her hair that creates its own pattern so that she will know where the fuck she's
Man, that's
going.
weave. That ain't her hair. That
So
ain't her
in
hair. That's
fact,
weave.
so in fact, I
Cut it
want you
out.
to
That's weave.
understand, Black Kings, that when a woman has braids in her hair, it is not for you. It is originally for a tribal
It's
purpose to
weave.
make sure that we help you navigate to where the fuck you need
It's
to go.
weave.
why
It's
you be so?
weave. It'd be different if it was her hair. It's weave.
The braid,
Teach
the
about
weave
natural
added
hair.
to her hair does not negate the pattern
What
in her hair,
they
which allows you to be able to find your passage and find your
It's
way. If we were out
weave.
in the Amazon, King,
Okay, but that's weave. Can you talk about weave and how that's not good for your hair?
weave has not doesn't negate what I'm saying. It doesn't negate the fact.
Weave does negate
We're
because you're
not going to
talking about
negate
an
the
African
fact with
woman in her natural state
semantics,
with her
and the
natural hair.
semantics are the weave, but the fact still remains that if without those braids in her head, if we were in the Amazon, you would know where the fuck you was going, King.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Because her hair is a maze, literally.
Listen,
Hold your head down, Goddess. Let me see.
what I'm telling you is
Hold your
her
head
hair
down,
can be
Goddess.
a
Let me see.
her hair can be a maze. It can be a
That's a
maze.
maze. That
Or we
shows
can use the
everything. It shows where the
stars.
water is.
Or
It's
we
gonna
can
show
use
her
the
where the land
stars.
is. It's gonna
Or
show
we
her where
can use the
different
stars,
where hills
Rose.
and valleys
Rose,
are.
we can
Stop
use the
playing with
stars as
me,
well,
God.
Rose. Rose,
No,
we can use the stars.
no, let's
Now,
get off the hair.
now,
The sky is definitely a map.
now it's
Come
time.
on. Come on. We done went
I
the
love you, Nature Boy. I love you. I love you and I
Yo,
like you,
you not
God.
gonna be emasculating me. I'm not letting yo Kanuki. I'm
I'm
not
not
letting none of these
emasculating
men on
you.
this thing emasculate me.
I'm
None of
not
them. I'm
emasculating you,
not. I'm an
God.
alpha. I'm a dominant male, and I'm not letting them emasculate me at all.
I'm not gonna
Never.
emasculate you. I've been speaking nothing but life
I'm
since
gonna
I've been
turn
on this
these
panel
women.
with you.
I'm gonna turn these females into women when they're in my presence. You're gonna
You
be a
I am
woman.
a
so you
woman. I am a
No, you're not a woman. You a
feminine.
man. You a female,
How?
but you have a man. You have a man's mentality.
I
Do you want me
am
to read it to you? Let
I
me
okay.
do
read
not
you the
have a
feminine. Let
man's
me read you something. It
mentality.
says
God, you
these
have
are
to
the
also
traits.
understand that I
Here
am
is
a
the
woman.
traits.
I
Here is
am
the
a
traits
God,
of
which means that I
of
have
a feminine.
masculine and
Here
feminine
are
energy
feminine
in me,
traits.
God. I have
Here are
masculine and
feminine
feminine
traits.
energy in me. That
Let
is
me
my
tell you feminine.
energy.
Let
That
me
is
tell you
my
what
God
feminine traits are.
consciousness, God.
Feminine is nurturing,
I am.
sensitivity,
I am.
sweetness,
I am.
supportiveness,
I am.
gentleness.
I
Hold up,
am.
listen.
But
Gentleness.
that is not
Listen.
oh,
Let me finish.
that's
Let
I've
me
not
given you
finish.
all of those traits.
a woman.
Well, your name is Thug. Your name is
Yep,
Thug, so I already know what
exactly.
you about.
I get
Yeah,
what you're
y'all
saying.
already know you a nigga.
So
Hey, listen, Rose,
uh,
Rose. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Of the
Rose,
days.
feminine traits are this: sensitivity, sweetness, supportiveness, gentleness, warmth, passivity, passivity,
Receptiveness.
passivity, cooperativeness, expressiveness, modesty, humility, empathy, affectionate, tender, emotional, kind, helpful, devoted. These are feminine traits. Does that
Okay.
sound like a black woman to you?
It sounds like
Except for
what you because
Kanuki.
hold on,
That
hold
sound
on,
like Kanuki to me.
hold
that
on,
sounds
That
like
sound
her.
like
Kanuki,
Kanuki to me.
Kanuki.
And that's
Hold
why I
on,
show her so
hold
much
on,
respect.
It sounds like
hold
her
on. Give me
Yeah,
one
she gonna
second. Give me
always
one
Do
say
you
that,
second,
see her
y'all.
y'all.
on here
Hold on, y'all.
arguing?
Hold on,
Do
y'all. I'm
you
trying to
see
speak.
Kanuki on here arguing with me? No.
Kanuki is downloading information right now. She's
She
taking
doesn't
in
have to. She's
everything that
feminine.
she's hearing.
She's
She's
feminine.
downloading. Okay, Kanuki, can you speak for yourself? Why are you so silent,
She's
God?
look at her. She's different from you. She knows how to be
You know
quiet.
what? I'm at zip.
keep
I am
posting upon.
I am silent because I'm a
You're
listener.
you're a queen. You're a goddess.
I
That's
So that
what.
means you're
listen.
downloading.
Goddess
I
traits.
sit and I listen to it
Receptive.
all.
Women
And
are
whenever
receptive.
Receptive.
to
Uploading.
me it
She's
gets
a
out,
woman.
then I come about,
Different.
but that's why it's a panel. Everybody have their own opinions, everything. But we all can take something from this, from this, from this, from this. That's what make it all heated. That's what
Mhm.
make
So
it heated.
I just want
yeah.
to acknowledge right now that when you were asking me when you tried to tell me that I was acting like as a man, I wasn't at all because I gave each one of those traits that you defined as feminism, as femininity. At one point in time, I was even emotional on this panel. I almost cried on this panel. I showed empathy when you were
But
speaking
you're
on
not
the situations.
receptive.
I am
Yeah, yeah.
receptive.
What up, Kanuki? What up, Nation?
So
I just wanted to say what's up to the panel. What's up?
But wait a minute.
so
But she
so I
was
want to
speaking though. Okay.
I just
Hi.
want you to acknowledge when there is a strong woman with
Let me
very
ask you something,
divine
Rose.
I
Are
have
you
divine femininity,
Wait,
God.
but you didn't let her
This is
finish
not
though,
weak
Nature Boy. Let her
femininity.
finish.
This is not weak femininity. This is divine,
okay? Let
strong
me ask you this then,
femininity.
Rose.
There is
Rose,
no
let me ask you this.
masculine traits while I'm speaking. I even raise
Get the
my
fuck
hand
out
and
of
I
here,
ask
Thuggish. Get
you
out
to
of here. Look
speak.
at Thuggish. Son, it's fucking wrong with her, yo. Yo, Rose.
I like it. I like
Rose,
it.
would you
I
call
love it.
yourself independent? Yes or no?
Because I'm single, yes.
Okay. Traits of the masculinity. Strength.
I'm an
Courage.
I
Hold
said
on. Hold on. I know you independent, baby. I know you
I'm
independent. Hold on.
single,
Hold up.
I am independent.
Hold up. You got to speak. You got to be aggressive with these women. You have to dominate
Hold
your Kanuki. I know how to deal with these women, bro. You have
No,
to be.
you don't
You
have
got
to
to be
yell at
on your
me. I've
dominant
been
shit
listening.
because they don't listen.
Hold on.
These are the kind of women
I need some more
that
men
bitch
up in
niggas
here.
out. They bitch niggas out.
Please, Kanuki.
Look at
yeah, bring
Thuggish. She gonna
testosterone.
bitch a nigga out. These are kind of women
Where
that
is
pop off
Poppy
the
at?
lip,
Where in
huh?
the hell is No, I was asking where was Poppy at.
He
Where
don't
Poppy ass at? He at work.
he don't say much of anything anyway. But you know what? I think it's
Mask,
I
but
sit on this panel and I don't like to play devil's advocate, but one thing that I do, I think as a lawyer, I listen for everybody's perspective and idea or their point. And I think that everybody has some good points and some valid points, but I noticed that it's really hard for everyone to accept the fact that some of what somebody else is saying it might be right. It's hard for them to agree to disagree. It's like y'all are getting so emotional with each other because you're trying to make the other understand your point or take on your perspective, and they're not gonna ever do that. Like, I protect Nature Boy all the time. I would protect Rose if I saw her more. I protect Kanuki all the time when I'm on this panel. Like, y'all are saying she's uploading, download, whatever. Kanuki is hosting a panel. She's doing the right thing. She's allowing her panel to talk and converse.
1,400 people.
Right.
Right. And I think
But
that's now
Number one on the heat list. She's killing the app.
we
Not an ad.
here's the thing. When Nature Boy does what he does on his profile, that's fine. On his panel, that's fine. And Rose, same thing. Me too, same thing. But I think that how we come to a solution, because I'm big on this, guys. Every time I go to a panel, y'all are bickering about man and woman, man and woman. I ask questions and then I shut the hell up. No offense to anybody. Y'all can do what you want to do. If you really want to know about polygamy, ask him the questions. His opinion, you guys already know before y'all got up here and spoke to Nature Boy. His opinion is it's strong. Let's say that. I'm not gonna define it, but it's strong. And so my thing is, at the end of the day, you guys can share your opinions. You can share your ideas with each other, but you're not going to change Nature Boy, because what he has going on, it's
wait,
working for him. What Rose,
nobody was trying to change
no, no,
anything, especially me. I was never.
but
That was never
Let
my
her finish
intent.
talking, Rose. Let her finish talking.
I'm not necessarily saying that. And I applaud you, strong Black women that are in here. Whether you're quiet and you're just
Honey, you must want to get kicked out.
whether you're commenting up here on the panel, that's fine. But you guys got to understand, we are not going to agree. You're going to leave this panel, and I'm just saying, share your information, share your thoughts and perspectives, leave your emotions at the door, and understand that you may learn something from each other if you just listen for a little bit and then walk away understanding that you are still going to live your life how you live it. He's going to live his life how he lives it. Kanuki's going to go do what she do with her herbs and live her life how she lives it. I love that panel earlier, by the way, Kanuki. And so on and so on. People below that are his followers. These people love what they are doing, love their lives. And I had to say that before me and Nature Boy had some strong words for each other. And my thing is, I don't discount, and no one else should, anyone else's experience or love for themselves or their relationship with God. We are all here for whatever reason we're here for. Whether we cross paths with any of each other ever again or not, leave from this panel having heard a perspective and letting that be the change, because now and try to seek understanding. Like, I try to seek understanding in Nature, but he might be hurt, he might be traumatized. Hell, who isn't? We're Black, we all are, we all go
Right.
through the same things. My only thing is find a solution. How do we work together to get beyond that? Because I can look past Nature Boy's what I don't get along with him for. Can you do that? And that's what I want to know. If you can do that, how? Now let's get past talking about what woman is going to do. Now let's say, hey, Nature Boy, what do you think we could do about this in this community? And then see if he can contribute. Since all of y'all got comments about checks that he's getting and this and that. Well, hey, can you put $1,000
Who?
Hey, not talking
that
about you, Rose. Not talking about
Who did
you.
that while I've been on this panel?
Not talking about you.
I
Not talking about
I'm
you.
not
This
talking
I'm
must
about
be
talking about
like
the
a different
chat.
time, like a
I
Stop
different
read
cutting her off. Stop
I
cutting her
know
off. Let
I'm
her
talking
speak.
about right now.
Stop being petty, Nature.
You do the
read
same
comments.
shit.
I read the comments. When I'm quiet, I'm reading comments, and I have kicked people out. They can't do stuff like that. About that. But my thing is, if you want to affect change, be the change that you want to affect. If you got a nonprofit organization, send that man some information about it, then ask him for $1,000 instead of talking shit about him or opposing him on every fucking panel you get on with him. Do something to make a difference with the man instead of fighting against him. Now, I may not be soft spoken. I may not be any of the things that Nature Boy thinks that a woman should be, but I do know this. I have reason, understanding, and respect for everybody. Some of y'all need to gain some of that.
You're very intellectual. I
And
like
you
that.
have the capacity as well as a woman.
I like how me
Yeah.
and Rose.
No, we love when you use your masculinity to protect us. We love that. We don't like it used against us.
No, 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 no.
But
We
why
don't
would
do that.
a woman to be masculine for him?
You said said what?
Why would a woman? Why would a man need a woman to be mad in certain situations? I don't understand that.
Because in certain situations, we're held silent, and we need you to step up and protect us.
Okay, yeah, like with
The
the
I
same
feel like
reason
if she
y'all
didn't
want us
protect
to be,
you, you would have attacked her
the same
and
reason
said
you
that
want us
she was
to
being
exercise.
masculine and she's a man, because she's not defending you. Now, if she just has an opinion about a situation, then it would be she's being masculine because she's not agreeing with you. And that is a problem that I have. And then there's
No,
a comparison. Hold on,
no,
guys. Hold on. And then there's a comparison between other women that is a part of why women don't stick together, because men do shit like that where they tell you in your face, hey, I love how she does this,
right,
that, and
and
never acknowledges the other woman, even though she did have facts and you don't want to acknowledge those facts.
do you
So
have a
that is
man,
the
Rose?
problem. Hold on, God. That is the reason why a lot of women do not stick together, why there is no sisterhood right then and there. Because at the end of the day, we all have different opinions, and we're all saying different things. But at the same time, we as women are sitting in our femininity and we're having a civil conversation. We're not yelling, we're not tearing you down or any other man who comes on this panel. In fact, we're trying to be the peacemakers in the panel that women were designed to be, but we're not being acknowledged for that. The only acknowledgement that was given were the women who are either quiet or women who are defending you, not women who are
No,
asking,
we.
listen,
I
what is the
respect your.
solution, God?
I respect
Because
your
for me,
intellectual abilities. I
so
respect
for
your. I respect your intellectual abilities, just not against me. Period.
But I
Okay, so but hold on, got it, because nothing that I have said was to go against what anything that you were saying. I was just bringing
Yes, you
facts to the
have. You've been
table.
against me the. You've
I
been
was bringing,
against me
hold
Yes,
on,
the whole
God,
time.
at the end of the day, you can't ask us to
can I
leave
please speak?
and then
Can two men
question
stop
the
and let me
delete.
finish a statement, please? Please, because I have not been attacking, nor have I been
Stop
going
being
against
long-winded.
Oh, I'm
what
sorry,
you're.
I thought you were asking questions. Go ahead.
let
So no,
I get
I have not attacked, nor have I been long-winded. I've been very long
Can't
suffering
nobody
with
hear you,
everybody
Thuggish.
on the panel because that's what I'm designed to be, right? But at the same time, I like to have political and debatable conversations. So I bring facts to the table because a lot of times in debates, a lot of people don't know how to debate and they speak on their opinion and personal feelings and not bringing factual evidence to the table, i.e., when those two men previously on the sixth panel, when they brought evidence and they showed facts of it's being natural for it to be for people to be monogamous, that it is a natural thing, because it wasn't the idea that you had in your mind, your concept and your construct of what you believe natural what you believe nature to be. You derailed it respectfully, and that's only because it wasn't your idea or your perception of what you believe nature to be. But
First
he
of all,
showed it,
take the
and he
bass
showed
out of
as
your
a fact.
voice. All right, take the bass out of your voice. All right. First
I
of
don't
all,
have any bass
all
in
right.
my voice.
First of all, take that bass out your voice. All right.
Okay, you
You
trying to be
Now
talking to
you
funny?
me?
know
I'm for
Take.
bass
real.
part.
I'm fucking
You
Kanuki.
must.
I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
I said joke. All right. She like, yo, and the next thing I'm gonna tell you is this, cause nah, I'm just fuck. Hey, yo, Rose, listen, I actually like women that can keep up with me intellectually. I fuck with that. I like that. It's a turn on. I'm just saying that you're on some feminist shit, and I hate that.
I'm not a feminist, guy.
masculine shit, and
It's
I
not a feminist.
Thuggish,
I'm not being a feminist,
sluggish
and
bones, please.
I'm not being hyper masculine either. I am
You are
operating in
being
my
hyper
divine
masculine.
femininity. This is what it looks like for women
you
to not be
find
weak-minded and a woman to be healed
what
from her past
Now
traumas.
protect
This
the
is what it
black
looks
man.
like.
Now you protected the
Okay,
black woman. Now
I
protect the black
protect the
man.
black man and I protect the black woman. I do it equally. One
No,
is
you
not
don't.
greater than the other. We need to
No, you
protect
don't.
each other at a same level. I do, God. We need to
I
protect each other at a same level. But I still have to acknowledge, and this is just my personal opinion, that the woman is God, period. That's just my personal opinion because I
I
She
am a
bigged
woman.
up
I
the
do
black
have a
man
womb.
and then
I
took it
do
all
have a
away at the
portal in
same
my
time.
body. I do have a portal in my being
Consciousness is
that
God.
transmute and transfers energy. And I can't negate that and you can't deny that at the end of the day.
Well,
So
yes,
when
because
I
we
have
all.
something,
I say God is within me. So
yes.
we
you
all
feel
say
me?
that.
And I operate in
We
my
all
higher
say that because
consciousness.
I always say that I'm a goddess and God is within me. And sometimes I say, yes, I am God. I say it all. Because
Period. As you
why?
And put her
For
should.
on
me to say
200,000.
what
As
The
happened?
you
reason they
should.
say
Put on
consciousness
200.
So the other
We
thing,
all operate
God
in
has
our
no
we
And put
gender
operate
on
is because
200.
us as women,
consciousness is not
us as
gender specific.
Put on 200.
Us as women operate in our God consciousness on a daily basis. Now, a woman who has channeled her intuitiveness, and who is operating on her higher consciousness, who has opened up her pineal gland and can see the world for what it truly is, and doesn't
Pineal
see just
gland.
gender, and she sees energy, she will be able to operate on a higher frequency than most of the masses. Why?
Pineal.
Because she is a goddess.
There
Period.
we
She is a
go. 200.
god.
There you
The
go.
black woman is a motherfucking god, and that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. You
I
feel
think
what
that
I'm
That's on
saying?
the
And
Bible.
black man is God. The
all
black
I
man is
see,
God.
I see people defend.
Yes, you are a god too.
So what I see, what I see,
Two. Shit.
so
Go
what
ahead,
I
God power.
okay, so what I'm about to say is, I want to say two things. First thing is, I speak loudly because I'm trying to be heard on this panel, and so I speak. I'm just old school. I'm 44, so
We like a loud voice.
But if you're on my panel and I'm having a conversation, I'm usually very normal.
Gentle.
So
Very feminine. Be very feminine.
I think that you are doing a great job of defending your stance and your point, and that's what I see. So I don't, and I think that Nature Boy is doing the same thing. So once again, I'm not trying to pick sides with anyone. What I'm simply saying is that you guys have great points that you're making that have truth to both of them, and some of it is opinion, and that's fine. And you back up your opinion with the facts that you, and that's great. So at the I'm just saying to everyone, let's figure out how to get past what we don't want what we think, and let that go and say, okay, well, if I'm submissive to
Last,
you, I should be submissive to you. Okay, cool. But now, how can we work together to overcome some of, because I got some issues with white people, and I ain't gonna lie about it. So how can we work together to overcome that shit? Like, how can we
So
get past some systemic shit that's going on with us? That's what I want to know. How can we
And
have
another thing. And another thing. If you're on the panel, this is what you got to watch out for, Kanuki. And another thing. And Kanuki, people will come up here just because you're on a heat list to get money. They get on your panel and don't say nothing and be collecting dollars because they know you on a heat list. This is part of some people's hustle. They come up on the heat list people panel and they just sit there and collect beans. You pay, yo, you got to be careful with these people.
respectfully, I be on the heat list myself, and I be speaking nothing but facts. So I want you to know I ain't no leech, sister. I
No, I'm
definitely
not
be
talking
on the
about you, Rose.
top
Why you
five.
defending yourself?
No, I'm just making sure that we have an
What's
understanding.
up, Nature Boy? Damn.
Let
You
me talk to
who
my
you talking to,
sister.
luggage?
Talking to you
Let me
because
talk to my sister, Nature Boy.
You look like
I'm
you in
letting her
somebody's
know if she
window. You
don't
look like you
know.
sitting out the
I'm in
window
my
minding people business. Are you
home.
like you off of 227
I ain't
staring out the
down.
window in the projects minding people business? Look at you.
Hey, you hit that shit on the head though. I'm definitely in the
That's how you.
The hell? You
That
look like
part
you
is that's
staring
how
out
you
the
look. You
window
look like
minding
you're looking
people
out the
business.
window. No shade. You really do like you looking out the window, looking what the fuck going on.
Minding everybody business.
wow, them straight facts, but I don't care.
Nah, that was funny.
Are you in the
That
window
was funny.
really sick?
He got a window. There's a window right there.
Yeah,
Look.
I told you.
I'm straight in the hood. I'm in the trench,
Nosy
but
ass. Nosy ass.
I gotta watch the block. I don't give no fuck. I gotta see what's going
I know
on.
that look.
tap your screen, Thuggish?
Oh.
What that? What? Huh?
Okay, so here's one thing that I did want to address though. So you said something about men need to come together, lead a woman where she at right now, come together, dominate, and then create something, and then the women will follow. I personally don't agree with that statement only because I feel like, in piggybacking off of what Dago was saying before, you know what I'm saying, you kick that man out the way you did, cough, cough. Um,
Go.
I feel like we do gotta take care of the household first. You know what I'm saying? The household does need to be controlled and understood. If you don't understand what's going on in your house and you can't regulate what's going on in your house, you can't possibly think that you're gonna be able to regulate everything else. That's just like a man deciding, and I'm gonna piggyback off some poly too. A man deciding that he wants to have a relationship with multiple women, and he don't even have a relationship with his mother. One, and two, he doesn't have a relationship with his wife or whoever else is his first wife, but he wants to have other women. If you cannot build a foundation and create that house first, you can't leave something half done. You know what I'm saying? You can't build a half house. You have to have everything. Every part of the house has to come together so it can be a full functioning home. If you are half-assing everything in life, everything gonna come back and be nothing but chaos. That's what it's gonna always be, because you have not built that foundation, a healthy, solid foundation to have this house and built this house up so it can stand tall through any storm or any sway. You feel what I'm saying? A wind shouldn't be able to blow your shit off. The wind could be a motherfucker saying, your man cheating on you, da 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 da. Well, bitch, I already know what kind of house I got, but you can't tell me shit about my man because we done built this foundation up and ain't shit or nothing gonna be able to deter me from what the fuck I know to be true. Period. Wind can't blow your shit off. Rain can't blow your shit off. Or if you down and you don't have the funds right now to be able to pay your bills, and that woman come and she stand 10 toes and help you and also speak life into you, because women, we have to also understand that it is not for you to just say, well, I'm gonna take care of the bills. I got you, babe. Let's do it. Nah, that is your opportunity to speak life into your man, baby. I know you're gonna figure this out, baby. I know you're gonna get on your feet. I know you're gonna do what to do because you strong and you powerful, baby. And I know that at the end of the motherfucking day, you're gonna make sure that we straight. You speak life into your man ain't got no choice but to get his motherfucking ass up and go find another job. Even if that means working at motherfucking McDonald's, even if that means shining a white man's motherfucking shoe. Period. Why? Because he gonna make sure that his woman is straight, because his woman has been
You
building him
heard
up.
that, Paco?
Or
Paco
hold
said,
on, nah,
"Mrrr."
listen, but hold on, listen to why I
Paco, you
said it
hear
though.
her? She trying to
Listen
make
to
me go
why.
shine the white
Let
man's
me.
shoes,
No, I'm
dog.
not. No, I'm not. Don't deter what I'm saying because I wasn't done.
He just,
Because
yeah,
what I was
You
gonna say was,
long-winded. That's
it,
enough.
he's
sir,
just making
yes.
Finish.
You
She
can't
gotta
interrupt
finish.
me at that point because it's gonna
But
sound
you
wild as
having the
fuck.
whole
Let me
speech. You
finish
gotta
my
let somebody
statement,
else
God.
talk too, dog.
So the reason why I said,
Now
oh,
you can talk
even
for
if
a
that
long
means
time.
shining a white man's shoe, is because back in the day, right after slavery, that's what the black man was doing, because his woman was speaking life into him, and that man decided that he was gonna go shine a motherfucker shoe just to prove to his wife
Shit.
that I got you. That is not what he
Shit.
should have done, but that is what the black man did to make sure that his woman was
No
straight. We're not
side.
negating the fact that that was a low vibrating thing that black man did because he knew not what he was doing. We're not going to
But
negate
why
that.
would you
But at
speak
the
life
same
into
time,
your
we're
why would you
acknowledging
speak
at
life
the
into
same
your
time,
husband for him to go shine a white man's shoe?
no, she
That ain't
never told
speaking
him to
life,
go
that's speaking
shine the
death.
shoe. She never
That's
told him to
speaking
go
death.
shine the shoe, God. What
You
she
would
said
not
was,
let
baby,
him.
I know you're
You
going to
would
figure
not
this
let him
out.
do that.
I know that
You
you're
would
going to
not
make
let
sure
him
that I'm
do that.
straight.
Now,
And
okay,
that
now let
man
me
ended
talk.
up
Now let
doing
me talk.
something
Now
like
let me
that.
talk, Rose.
So
Rose,
we
let me
not going to
talk, Rose.
derail. Hold on,
Rose, let
God.
me
Hold
talk, Rose.
on.
Rose,
Hold
nah, you've
on.
been talking a
Kanuki,
long
get your
time. You gotta let
husband.
somebody
Get
else
your
talk,
husband,
bro.
Kanuki.
You've been
Rose,
talking. You've
fuck
been
that.
talking a
Damn.
long time, Rose. Rose, you's a
Kanuki, get
whole
your
dude.
Yeah,
You're not
husband.
about to
nature boy.
dominate me, dogs.
Look, she's telling me to
Nah.
get my husband. Nature boy, you gotta let her finish.
No, she's been talking too long, Kanuki.
But
Nah, because I'm
but
speaking
nature
facto.
boy. Now you know when you talk, if you be long winded, when you went off on your little rant,
But they won't
we
let
all
me.
sat here quiet.
They don't let me, They don't let me.
We let you, God. Everybody let you speak in
Rose, you've
here,
been
except.
talking. I've been timing you. You've been talking for straight 5 minutes, dog.
All right, cool. Let me talk for 5 more. Thank you, God. So look,
Nah, you can't. I
boom.
gotta say something about
So
what you
boom.
saying. If
All
you really
right, I
talking
got
life
you.
into your
Take
man,
notes like
you're
I
not
did.
gonna
Take
tell
notes like
him.
I
You're
did.
not
Because when
about
you
to
were
tell
speaking,
him.
when
You're
you were
not. Yo,
speaking, when
yo.
you were speaking, I
I'm
took
gonna marry you
notes.
and
I
Rose
took
together.
notes.
No,
Damn,
hell no.
Polly. Pew pew.
No,
So
no. You're
look,
not. I'm not. I'll be on me. I'll be on choked her out. No,
we like a
Damn.
little
I'll be
choke.
on choked her the fuck
Not for
out.
real.
Y'all, we be
Not
in
for real
court and
though.
everything. I'll be on
No,
choked her
we not.
out.
I don't do courts. So look. Anyways, like I was saying, take notes like how I took notes when you was talking. You feel what I'm
Nah, you
saying?
not. Nah. I'm not taking no notes. Listen, you talk long enough. Now it's time to
All right,
come
so
on.
look, let me
Wrap it
say
up.
this.
Wrap
Let
it
me
up.
say this so that we
Wrap it up.
understand,
Wrap it up. Come on.
so it
Wrap
doesn't
it up.
get derailed. Hold on, let me say this so we understand, so it doesn't get derailed. I am not saying that the black woman told this man to go spit and scuff some motherfucking shoes. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that black man found a way to try to get his money in a legal way, and then even that was taken from him to the point where he had to go out and start selling drugs and start doing certain things so he could take care of his family. And because he was taking care of his family, and in white man's eyes, it was illegally. That was when they locked our men up, and that is what caused the over hyper masculine women that we have today. Period. Because at the end of the day, the man was doing what he was supposed to do. The woman was doing what she was supposed to do. She was building her man up. She's speaking life
All
into him,
right.
telling him, She was speaking life into him, telling him that he is a great man, all of those things. So we
Right.
have to
What you gotta
acknowledge that,
understand is,
God.
brothers, men have to speak life into themselves. You can't speak life into no man. You could tell somebody that they beautiful all you want. If they don't believe it in themselves, it don't matter. It's called self-esteem. So us black men have to have self-esteem. We have to build ourselves. You could tell somebody they beautiful to their head pop the fuck off. It don't matter what your woman think about you. It don't
But
matter
they
what
gotta
nobody else
be
think about you.
mentally.
The
They
only thing
gotta
that
be
matters.
mentally. They gotta be mentally ready for that. They gotta be mentally ready for that change and that maturity, but that come with that shit.
Yeah. So what you got to understand is a man has to make himself. A woman can't make a man. She
When you were a
defines
child,
him.
did you make yourself,
She
or
said
did your
she
mother
see now
build
you
you up?
cutting me off, Rose. Rose, you cut me off.
I
See?
just okay. All right, you right, you
Come on.
right. My
Okay.
apologies. You
Okay.
right, you right.
Okay. 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 All right. So um all right, look. What you gotta realize is this. Now I like you, yo. I like you. I really do like Rose, bro. I like that. And it says it in my chart that I like women that can keep up with me intellectually. I like that. But I want to give it to Paco. With my turn, I want to give it to Paco and Garu. Let them get a chance to talk. The brothers been on there begging Kanuki. They've been begging. Please, can they get, especially my man? Can you unmute him? Kanuki, you got him on mute.
Unmute who?
You got
Oh,
number
He,
7 on mute.
oh,
Garu,
because he was
number
loud.
7.
He was
Yeah,
loud.
he had a loud background.
Yeah, that's why I muted him.
Go ahead,
I
brothers. Go
had back,
ahead.
I had, I had feedback. Oh, I was just gonna say, uh, as a solution to some of the things, I see that our problems keep coming up in this conversation, even though we're supposed to be on this topic of polygamy. The topic of our problems as a community keeps coming up, and I was saying, and I was just gonna say this: we know what we have to do. Our ancestors have been doing it or trying anyway for a long time, and it's not to continue feeding the system, like the brother Nature would say. Every time, if you look at history, the answer is right there. Every time we separate ourselves from the system, what happens? What happens?
They
They
kill our black
they
man.
destroy. They
No.
destroy that shit.
Yeah.
That's what she just said.
We had cities. We had a whole town. We were operating, functioning as a nation several times in this country, and every time they smashed that shit. So that is the answer right there. That is the answer. Otherwise, why would they do that? If that was not the answer to our salvation, why would they keep continually thwarting and destroying it? We just have to do it in a more better way. Now, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, we just have to figure out a way to do what our ancestors have been trying to do in a more methodical, more psychological way.
And I can tell you how to do that. What you do is you stop trying to make a big group of people and making a community,
Thank you.
and make small communities, like small tribes, like we used to be. We used to be small tribes, and we move like that underground.
Mhm. Mhm. That's what I like. This is what I want to
But
hear.
we have
Yes.
to see, but we
Yes.
have to have small tribes. We have to be connected though. We have to be
That's what the
connected. So that
internet's
means
for.
I
That's
should
what
be
the internet's
able,
for.
not even that, not even just internet. Like even before all this corona, boogly hoogly, whatever. Like
Boogly
um
boogly. Come here, girl.
before all of that, right? We should be able to go to different tribes, like how you travel to one tribe, y'all have gatherings, y'all have, you know what I'm saying? Y'all come together and y'all meet and see what's going on, what's happening in this tribe. What can I learn from this tribe? What can I learn from that tribe? So that we can go
Now
back
you talk.
and expand and make ourselves stronger.
And
So
that's what
I
makes
don't
a
disagree with
nation.
that at all.
That's what makes a nation is when the small tribes, when the families, which is basically your tribe, come together. And then there you have it. There you have a nation. It's really
Well,
simple.
well, keep in mind, still shopping still. So,
Iron sharpens iron.
so I'm saying that to say,
Yep.
no, man, I'm not me personally. Me personally, man, we need women the same way y'all need us. You feel me? We can't reproduce without y'all, and y'all can't reproduce without us. Correct.
That's
So
a
at the end
fact.
of the day, we all need each other. You feel me?
That's why
Now,
I said, what's important, the earth or the sea? Which one? We all need each other. Both things have to be
fact.
cultivated.
Facts.
But the roles have to be understood because there are roles in a tribe. In a hive
Yeah.
mentality, there are roles. Like even when you look at nature, you see how nature operates in a community of whatever species. Whatever species is community, uh, 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 mentality. Like bees, ants, they have roles. And as you know, y'all just read. Y'all are some real knowledgeable people. You're reading on the internet how the roles of our communities were mixed up and just destroyed, basically, through the Willie Lynch letter or whatever documents I just heard y'all reading from.
So
Y'all just described what happened to us, and so all you have to do is the opposite of that
I have a
to
question.
to to revive the family, the tribe.
So
God
my
power
question is,
don't
do
like when you
you?
talk about the Willie Lynch letter.
I'm so sick of that damn letter, to be honest with you. Like, is that the only doctrine that people can refer to? There's so much more out there. I know you guys can do it.
It's all the same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Um. Yeah.
So
If
I
it's
just
okay, I'd
wanted
like to
to.
contribute something to the conversation. If that's okay,
Mhm.
Kanuki.
But hold on, wait, Rose. After Rose, because she was about to speak on something.
Nah, she could speak.
You good? Okay.
Oh, okay. I've been listening to this panel, and it's been a very interesting debate. And I want to speak to something that I think God Power mentioned. She talked about the most important thing is knowing how to defeat the white man, right? Since this conversation, the black woman and the black man constantly being against each other. But I think another aspect that we need to focus on when it comes to building our community as black people and taking our rightful place is generational wealth. And when I talk about generational wealth, I know, for instance, Black Americans have a lot of history and blood, sweat, and tears that has been invested in America. However, for me, that is an African woman, right, living in Africa, it hurts me so much when I go around my neighborhood and I find out that most of the businesses, most of the opportunities, most of the stores that we own over here are owned by Lebanese people, Asian people, Arabs. It's really, really hard to find a Black
It's all
American
white.
owned store, right? And I feel like every single Black American is at least, I think that's necessary because at one point, if we don't do that, our kids, they're going to sell their land, the land that their ancestors were ripped away from. They're going to sell it back to the children, right? So we don't want to wake up in a community where in America they've already built up the system, right, to a point where before you can penetrate it, it will take a while. But in Africa, that system is just being built. So why not take a piece of that and start to build that generational wealth? So you know that, okay, I'm in America, I'm doing what I want to do, but when I want to get away, I have a home in Africa. I have a beach house. I have this. You know what I mean? So I think that's another thing that I feel the Black community, especially Black Americans, need to look at. Because when it comes to Black people, you guys are obviously leading the way. You've been through one of the most intense traumas that nobody can really understand. So when it comes to generational wealth, I think that should be a part of this conversation as well.
Uh,
So that's
well,
what I wanted to contribute.
well, to respond to that, a lot of people don't understand what generational wealth is, or they don't understand what it takes to create or
Yeah, they don't
build
understand.
generational wealth. You feel me? So, and a lot of people, ignorance is bliss. So they're happy with what they have. A lot of people don't want to be as great as they possibly can be. You feel me? So a lot of times they're comfortable in where they are,
That's
and they
being
They
comfortable.
don't matter. Anybody that's comfortable where they are don't matter. See this
exactly,
right here?
exactly,
You see this right here where we're here and we're putting our minds together? This
real
is
shit,
who matters.
real shit.
This is who matters right here. All that other shit is going to distract us from building. You know
Facts.
what you need to do. You know what you need to. We know what we need to do. We just have to put some order to the shit. That's what I always saying. That's what I always hear my brother Nature always saying. Order is going to make the shit happen. We can come on here and we can have a million motherfucking opinions, but if ain't no order to it, you ain't gonna bust a grape.
If ain't no structure to it.
Y'all excuse my dog. She's at war with the cats outside.
Okay, y'all, that's the end of the Nature Boy Kid Show for today. But I appreciate every last one of y'all that came through. Ooh, my mic is acting. Wait, hold up. That came through. Y'all probably hear a lot of shit in the background. You're gonna, if you're a familiar person and you hear a lot, you'll probably hear a lot of kitty stuff because my son is in here. King Kamani, those that know. But hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow with some more stuff. I had a great time with my old family, and I had a great time with my new family. So I really appreciate all of y'all. Have a safe day. Stay COVID free. Stay sucker free. And till next time. And thank you to everyone that super chatted me. I really felt the love. This is my first official monetized live, and y'all made it dope as fuck. So I will talk to y'all later. Love y'all.